Whoa! Another day in the life, huh? Another day in the life? Another day in the life of being a doctor. It's doctor time. Doing my doctor thing. It's probably time to let my next patient in, actually. I can hear a knock at the door. Come on in, honey. Come on in.
Ugh.
Don't be shy now.
Ugh. Hey.
Just hop up on that chair then, and I'll have a little look at you. We'll see what's going on.
I'd rather stay down here. I'm not really in the jumping. I'm not feeling super jumpy right now. I don't know. I don't know if I can make it up there.
No, it's only a little short distance. There's no. You're young. You're spry. You can definitely make it. Old ladies get up in that chair.
Okay, can I have like a towel or something to like put around me, or? Okay, are you gonna close the door before
I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Okay, There's nothing I haven't seen before. Nothing that would shock me. Just get up in the chair. Don't worry about it.
Right.
There's no judgment in this space.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God!
What is it that bad, Doc?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Is it not good? What's wrong?
Who had sex with you?
Right. But no, I ate 3 quesadillas last night.
God!
I've been so hungry, Doc. I'm sorry. What do you want? I'm sorry. I don't.
Have you been using
fix, okay?
IVF?
No. What? Well, I mean, you know, recreationally.
I don't know. If I was another guy, I would want to destroy all IVFs after saying this. And they'd be morally correct to do so after looking at this thing on my table.
That entire segue is going to make it into the edit. Oh God!
Oh, hi, chat. How's it going?
We're terribly cursed today. I'm very unhappy about this.
Yeah,
Chat, I need you to know. Chat, I need you to know. There's 2 things that you need to know today. Number 1, I fought extremely hard for this to not happen, okay? I was overruled by Oscar and Wiz. It was unfortunately a democratic decision against my will. I did my absolute best to prevent this from happening. Number 2,
yeah, you can undo.
Shut the fuck up. Number 2, you can get rid of this, okay, if we hit the abort bar. And number 3, you don't get chat this stream because you haven't been donating and you need to be punished. So chat, I'm taking you off of the screen, okay? We'll react to you, but you're on the fucking sidelines now, okay? That's what you get. That's what you get. That's right. That's right. That's what happens.
Yeah,
I
lost my boots.
You didn't donate.
Cat's right. I had to sell my boots. It's true.
Yeah,
I'm just a humble doctor.
We sold the boots.
On a humble doctor's salary.
Yeah. You guys are getting punished, okay? Until we fill that bar and we abort this baby, okay?
Come on, jump over here. Come sit next to me. Come sit next. Come on, come on. Teleport away, fish, please. Boop.
Oh, whoa! What the
He's
fuck?
Good,
he can do that.
Good. He's so
got
good.
Blink, brother. What the hell?
Yeah, he's the
Man
best.
just phased through the ethereal plane.
He's literally the best to ever do it.
That doesn't feel good. He doesn't look okay.
He's doing fine, dude. Don't even worry about it.
Do you wanna oh, thank you. Do you wanna whiz?
What's up?
I'm signaling to you, sweetie. Yeah.
You're hitting your head a little bit?
I'm bumping my head on the chair. There we go. Thank you.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Let me settle in here. Oh, let me get a little.
You cozy?
Oh god, I've been eating so much.
I've got to carry 2 screens around. What are you doing? Watching us on a Nintendo DS? What's happening here? You're gonna carry 2 screens.
Yeah. It's not my fault you got pregnant.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know about that spot, okay? The mother could be anyone. I'm the father.
Yeah, this is the Mpreg episode. That's right. We got there. We finally did it. I know fans have been asking for a while, when's Smug gonna be Mpreg? Because everyone knew it was gonna be Smug, you know?
Yeah. To be fair, episode 67 is when most podcasts end up on the Mpreg episode. That's true. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that happens. It's pretty common. I think Joe Rogan, they had it.
Yep.
Adam Friedland, you got the Adam Friedland show.
Joe Rogan was when he was fat in the bath with those huge nipples. Do you remember that?
There you go. Yeah, the big nippled man. At least I don't have nipples. Okay, thank your stars. All right, and you can make this all go away for the low price of antenna, bro.
Oh, I thought those were your nipples.
Those are not my nipples.
Oh,
those are my antennae.
Is that an easy mistake to make?
They're my antennae. It's not an easy mistake, and I would wish you'd stop tweaking them because they're basically direct line nerves into my brain.
That's
it feels
what
like you're getting
nipples are.
electrocuted every time you do it. No, it's not the same. It's not. That's not how nipples work. That is not how nipples work. You're an animal. Jesus Christ. Now YouTube and Twitch can't see each other. Yes, you have been divorced, okay? Until you make the bar full, there will be no chat. There will be none. Okay, we are atomizing the communities, the societies. You are punished. Okay?
Yep.
Now it's purely cat and spot in Twitch.
Collectives have collective punishments.
Yeah. Exactly, true. That is the only ethical way to punish a community.
That's right. We're going to teach you communism is bad, actually.
Well, that's all
Thanks,
I've been teaching.
Mina.
Oh, no. Thank you, Mina. 10
Name the
pounds on the
child
way.
LGM 35 Sentinel.
LGM 35. What is an LGM 35 Sentinel? I gotta look this up.
I don't.
What is
I
a-
mean,
that's what this is.
Unless someone donates more, that's what the child's going to be called, unfortunately.
It is a United Air States next generation intercontinental ballistic missile.
that explains it. That makes sense. To be fair, any child I have will do a similar amount of structural damage. I will make sure that they do they do the equivalent property damage to that particular ballistic missile.
Dear God, that's terrifying.
Twitch has ads? Yeah, wow, if only you subscribed and then you wouldn't have ads. Have you thought about that, you white name freeloading fuck?
I'm crying. I'm crying.
Also, I got made redundant today.
Yeah. I mean, he's always been
fired. It's
redundant.
over.
That's not like a new thing. It's just official.
True. Yeah, I'm getting fired, chat. I'm getting fired. It's not good. It's not great. I'm gonna have to get a new job. Gotta find a new job. I
The
got
union
fired.
finally got to him.
happened. Yeah. They finally found out what I did to those girls, and now I no longer have a job. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I'm just trying to get them promoted.
Yeah, it's ethically, what's it called? Necessary.
You get that fucking thing out of the way. That's gonna drive me crazy.
What about?
I'm hallucinating like a fucking chat GPT.
Yeah, it's over for Smug.
Yeah.
Smug's over. He's dying. He's pregnant.
Yeah.
He's jobless. He's husbandless because Fish won't marry
So
him.
yeah, I've got a few more weeks of work before I get kicked out. They've given me notice. Very fun, very nice. So
And he's
I don't
gonna
know,
get
maybe
put
some
down.
more streams after that. So well, I mean, it depends. If they put me down, they'll keep me on life support so that the baby lives. You know, like in
Well, that's
lady.
important, dude.
Yeah, they'll keep my body alive as a.
But
as a
one of the
vessel,
two
as
of
an
you is a person,
incubator.
you know?
Yeah, between the two of us, there's definitely one personhood here. There's definitely at least one person between the two of us. Yeah.
Oh dear.
To be fair, people have been saying that about our show for a while, so maybe we could just abort one of us and then.
Everything's morally equal. We're like morally just.
I think so. Yeah, I think we make it. Speaking of abortion, this is the real segue. Do I have a fun story for you today, Wiz? This is a good one. This is very exciting. I'm very, very happy about this. I'm very happy about this. I started. So first of all, I'd like to thank. Who was it that posted it? I'm gonna have to actually shout someone out. It was Gleon. Gleon posted this story in Discord, and I was like, this looks kind of funny as a side story. And then I started digging, and I was like, well, this looks pretty good as like a chunky segment. And then I started digging deeper, and I was like, oh, this is the show. This is the whole show. This motherfucker posted just our entire episode in one link. What an incredible fucking story. Okay, we will have to start from the beginning, which I think is probably best done via the medium of explosion. I'm gonna start chunking links at you. So, okay, first of all, have you heard anything about this? Do you have any?
Yeah, no, I read roughly. I know what happened, like what literally happened.
Okay, let's inform chat. We've got the kickoff video. Okay, we've got our little news story. If you want to pull this up, this is Gorky explosions content for a moment. All right, I just want to get a sense of the actual thing that happened because it's kind of crazy. Is it a boy or a girl? It's a nuclear-capable intercontinental ballistic missile. Yeah, but does it explode in blue or pink? The gender reveal party is on the other end. they'll know what the gender is.
Coming on the air, streaming at this hour with
That was
breaking
hermaphrodites,
news
that's why
out
I'm the
of
father.
Palm Springs, where a massive explosion took place outside a fertility clinic right across the street from a major hospital in Palm Springs. Investigators.
Jesus, I didn't know the explosion was that crazy.
Yeah, I was really expecting like, okay, it'll be like some blown out windows. No, this motherfucker meant it. These guys planned. They had some good shit. Okay, this is excellent terrorism, guys. This is pretty cool.
So, Jesus, how is this
Not that I
even
condone violence.
done? Did you just drop your Rubik's Cube?
I did, yeah. Press play. You'll be glad that I dropped it because I won't be fiddling with it anymore.
Massive debris field right now. This is a live look from Air 7 of that fertility clinic.
Jeez.
And you
Look
can
at
see
that.
there is.
Look at the blast out the
damage.
back of it, out the arse of it. Look.
Yeah, bro.
It's blown his fucking brains out.
Oh.
Look all the cum on the street.
It blew the building's brains out. That's all the cum. That's all the cum from the IVF clinic.
It all dripped out at the back, dude.
Yeah, literally.
That's
It ejaculated its contents out into the
crazy.
street. Keep playing. There's some good shots. There's some good shots.
To
Check it
this
out.
building.
You can see the car on the left.
I believe the car was
You see the car?
on the left side of the screen in the parking lot, but the force
hold
of
on,
it
it's gonna
sent
rotate around
part
and we'll
of
see the
that
car.
building out into
Look
the
at that
street.
fucking thing. That's a
actually
directed
Palm
blast.
Canyon
That's like
Drive on that
someone
side of the
loaded
road.
the back
So
of
this
their
is the
car with
American
explosives and
Reproductive
then,
Centers.
like reared it up
Yeah.
It
against
happened
the building.
about 11 o'clock today. It is
Look
on
at that. Those are
Indian Canyon
shaped, like,
Drive.
that's basically a
the side of
shaped
the
charge
parking
that went
lot,
off
but
the size of a
Yeah.
car.
road on
That's
the right side
insane,
is
the
Palm
force.
Canyon across the road.
Look at the
It takes you
car.
directly
That's how
to
far the car got blown
Jesus.
away, bro.
And we see the
Look at that.
remains of a-
That's like
like
fucking Walter
fucking
White
50
shit,
you can see
you
the
know?
front axle there on
Yeah,
the right.
yeah,
It
this is
looks
some
like
Breaking
a
Bad
box
shit, dude.
truck.
The
That
dude was in the
left
car, by
was
the way.
a car.
Jesse, we're
When
gonna
he
steal all the
set it
cum
off.
from.
we gotta
We're gonna use
it's the only way.
cum to make the meth. It's chemical perfect, Jesse. We need to form a heist.
Isn't that a little blue bitch? Of course, that's how we make the blue
cum.
Blue cum.
We have heard from
Jesus.
Now, hold on, pause there. What a fucking iconic shot. American Reproductive, and it's just a bombed out hollow. That's such a fucking sick picture.
Terrifying.
That's my cave painting for this episode, okay? It's fucking crazy.
American
Look at that. The
Reproductive.
entire building got blown through the front doors. Look at that. It's like the whole building tried to leave.
Insane.
The whole building tried to leave at once.
Insane.
Oh
Such
my
a-
god, it's fucking
such
awesome.
an effective like explosion radius.
Very impressive, yeah. The FBI investigating whether it was deliberate. Well, of course the news cops have to say that. They can't say anything
Yeah.
that would potentially like it. Yeah, they're all. I saw a bunch of YouTube comments that were like, "Isn't it a conspiracy? The news won't say that the story was, the bombing was deliberate." And it's like you can't legally, as a news station, you have to wait for the police
confirmation.
statement before you can report and stuff. Yeah, so they have to just vague post.
It'd be like,
This is why
something's
edging's evil,
happened,
yeah.
I'm not sure what. There's a car.
Complain about
and
chat.
Looks like an
You
explosion.
can complain about chats. You can complain about chats being separated, or you can donate to get them back together. Okay, all right. This
Yeah.
divorce ain't free.
We hit 100.
Yeah, keep
you
playing,
get chat
keep playing. I
back.
wanna
Love
see-
you guys.
I want to see some more.
50 for an
more
abortion,
devastation.
100 for chat.
Embryos.
Oh, look at that! The zoom out. That's a cum shot with a beauty. Look at that.
Their building was okay and saved. We do believe one person
Bruh.
was killed in this. As we see some law enforcement tech going through the that is just.
There's a big difference when I see
Okay,
I'm not a decolonial soy leftist, but explosions are so much cooler.
Yeah,
in
they
white
are.
countries.
Yeah,
It's just
they're
so much
sick.
cooler. It's because like, how many times have you seen a bombed out brown country? You know, it's just not that interesting anymore. But like a bombed
Yeah.
out white country, that's kind of crazy. That's like you get the
That's
the
like
uncanny
Glasgow.
presence of explosions. yeah, it's like a trip to Glasgow, exactly.
So awesome.
It was some manifesto put online. Oh, don't worry, we're getting there.
The situation happening in
Yeah, hold on, it gets wild.
His office is
Where are the critters? They're
monitoring the
scattered
situation
about.
and will continue to.
Guys,
Law
don't worry,
enforcement
Governor
is
Newsom
telling
is
you
aware
they
of the
believe
cum
that
bomb.
the suspect
We have informed
was
Governor
killed.
Newsom of the cum bomb.
We also believe 5 other people were hurt in this explosion.
What is the unsure of real manifesto? I'm pretty sure that
What is that
I'm
over there?
almost-
How is
yeah.
it?
The windows. That's the
'Cause of
concussive
impact?
blast. No. That's the concussive blast. It was a shaped charge in that
Jesus.
direction. It literally blew out windows in the hospital opposite.
God, I was.
How fucking crazy is that?
Do you know something crazy? I was watching this video on like Hiroshima. It was like stories from Hiroshima because it was like a book
Yeah.
adapted. And it was like the survival account of Hiroshima where the bomb went off and these women like hid inside a shop with really thick concrete walls. But when they came to, they were like the most thirsty they'd ever been in their entire life because one of the side effects of atomic bombs is when they explode, they evaporate all like water. So they literally had
Whoa,
all
so she
the
was
water
just-
inside them completely evaporated. And when it started raining like black acid chemical rain, they were so thirsty they just drank it. Because they couldn't control
What the
themselves.
fuck?
They could not control
That's
themselves.
cra-
They were like that
That's
level of thirsty.
crazy.
You know, when I look at shit like this, it's
water.
like it's the secondary effects of explosions that scare me. You know.
What, the getting thirsty? Wiz be like, I'm okay with the bomb blast. What I'm scared of is needing a drink. Is needing a bottle of Evian
they were
afterwards.
so thirsty, they drank like stuff that 100% gave them cancer because it was black. It was like dark black, pitch black rain.
That's crazy, dude.
Because it was just like nuclear radioactive residue from the bomb.
Fucking hell, that's mad. I guess because water like will condense around the particles of like nuclear ash.
Yeah.
So it is just drinking radiation.
The fact that it rains black after an atomic bomb, crazy. Like that's how you know it's evil.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't get more biblical than that. That's crazy.
What, drinking the demon water? Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Fucking awesome. Okay. So yeah, we can peek a little bit more of this.
Nearby businesses.
Well, I'm in the helicopter.
I'm very.
Desert Regional, and on a second
Yeah. Tell us what you see, Wiz. Yeah, report.
I see a fire extinguisher falling over. Ironic. You could have used that and they blast.
As well. People all around
oh yeah, suspect believed to be dead. I love that you've got, it's so cool, you've got like a bunch of FBI standing around a charred corpse, and they're like, we're pretty sure he's dead, guys. We're pretty sure he hasn't moved in the last few hours. Yeah, keep a gun on him at all times. we could be in a the thing situation. This could be a the thing.
Trust nobody.
Be careful, boys. I did not. I went to American school. Okay, anything could happen. I don't know how biology works. Why do you watch so much horror YouTube, you fucking freak? What's wrong with you?
No, I watched that one video about Hiroshima and I get recommended all this stuff. Yeah, sure, it's terrifying.
Straight Raid is the most horror. Yeah, that's the most terrifying. Yeah, horrifying. That she would stream live at the same time as us. What the fuck? What a traitor. Yep, she is no longer beloved by the pond. Okay, enemy of the pond. Attack. Destroy her at every opportunity. She's a villainous enemy. She's still a rabbit. She'll still be in the pond. I need all of you to attack her.
Hashtag friend of the stream. Friend
of the stream. Attack her. Separate chat is unwatchable. Then donate to fix it, bitches. You've not given us money for 2 weeks. There will be consequences. They will be escalating, and they will hurt all of you. There is a blockade on fun. Okay,
guys, you complain, but the budget's falling through. We can't afford chat. That's the issue.
We
the
can't
server
afford
space.
Chat. Guys,
my computer. I put coins into my PC to keep it running.
It's going operated per program. It's a per program fee.
Yeah, dude. I gotta pay for my RAM.
Have you not seen? Yeah.
My RAM budget for the month's about to run out.
I actually ask ChatGPT to set up the stream every single episode. I have to pay the subscription fees, guys. I can't have the tokens.
Well, no, I've got a subscription feed for chat. I've got a subscription feed for the dono bar, for the fish, for you, for me. You know,
wait, I've got a subscription.
Bugs.
What are you paying for me for? Wait,
Pregnancy,
who owns the rights to all of
pills.
this? What? Wait, so what you're saying is that I went off of the
pills. Yeah, you go for the. We couldn't afford the pills for 1 month. You're up the duff. You know.
Super chats only. Just give us money. Get us back up. Get us back up to budget, and we'll put chat back on stream. Okay, you know the deal. Anyway, so I have some fun. Now, unfortunately, the website did get taken down. But luckily, yeah, it actually only got taken down this morning. I've been using just like raw dog links the whole time, no problems. But the feds found it. I'm sending it to you.
Question mark?
Yeah. So the guy who did this posted a website. It's called promortalism.com.
Yo.
Yeah, pretty cool. By the way, promortalism.com, kind of amazed at that. I don't know, that just seems like a URL that should have been taken already, but this guy literally, I don't know, bought out a domain for his little manifesto. I wish more manifestos were posted on their own websites. That's a thing I'd like to see happen more often. That would make me happy. The Pond made chat DLC. Yeah, true. Stay mad. Yes, chat is DLC.
Yeah, DLC till
you have failed us.
And we're no longer broke.
Yep. Anyway, I literally got fired, okay? Alright, rules have changed. So, we have some interesting stuff here. Now, you'll see a big download button, and chat, I took the risk of clicking the big download button from the Suicidal Maniac. Okay, so I have this file on my computer. I have inspected it. It seems fine, and then I sent it on to Wiz to spread the virus. You may have received a Discord DM from a man named Shield Toad, member of the community, who was hacked. This is the file that hacked him. Okay, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate, but
He's infiltrated.
We're all gonna be hacked.
Tragic.
Please accept every Steam link I send you in DMs. I am doing a Steam gift giveaway. That is very, very real. And if you click it, you'll get lots of money and you will not get hacked. Okay? Spread the love, spread the viruses. I mean, just spread the love. Right. So I love, by the way, okay, so here's the fun thing. This guy is like, I would say he's an incel, and there's definitely some like incel vibes, but most interestingly, he is first and foremost a Redditor in every aspect, and that is what I enjoy the most about
Yeah, for web
this
design
story.
alone, you can tell.
Yeah, this guy, first of all, possible FAQs, okay, all right, it's a good start. We're gonna look at the MP3 last. I want to just go through this very
Possible
Reddit
FAQs.
post.
How do I play
website.
the MP3?
Yeah. Okay, so we've got pro mortalist. So you're just pro psycho killers. Excellent Reddit behavior, strawmanning his opposition in the first line of his manifesto.
Isn't that what you did?
No,
Didn't you put in FAQs
No,
at the
I would
bottom of your
never.
article?
Oh yeah, well, yes, I did lampshade critiques, but I absorbed all the critiques. I was just like,
chat.
yes. My equivalent to this would be going, so you're a psycho killer, and at the bottom would just say yes, obviously. That would be mine. I just absorb it. Understand your death is already a guarantee, and you can thank your parents for that one. Very Reddit.
Nice,
All
nice.
the pro-mortalist is saying is let's make it happen sooner rather than later, and preferably peaceful rather than some disease or accident or intentional suicide bombing.
Jesus.
To prevent your future suffering, and more importantly, the suffering your existence will cause to all other sentient beings.
Sentient beings? That
Is
sucks
sentient-
ass. What does he count? The only thing that's sentient is humans and
is-
maybe parrots.
So sentient actually means a lot
Talk
of
about
things.
aliens?
You're thinking about sapiens.
Talk about robots? You talking about his ChatGPT girlfriend?
No, dummy. You're thinking about fucking idiot. You're thinking about sapiens, not sentient. Sentient, like a dog is sentient.
Sapiens is like
Sentient just means
monkeys.
like
Types of monkeys.
yes, we're types of monkeys, idiot. Sapiens means you have like the sapien. Yeah, you look a bit like a monkey when you do that.
I am a frog.
You're a frunky. You're a frunky. You've got the frunky. I think that you have to. I think when you see sentient beings, the first thing that comes to my mind is vegan cringe, right? Like we've immediately stepped into the vegan cringe lord world.
Yes.
And I think that makes sense. There's like an interesting pathway here from becoming a vegan to becoming an antinatalist to apparently this position I wasn't really familiar with before. I've been familiar with like antinatalism as like an extreme position, but pro-mortalism is kind of a new thing. And basically these are guys
he wants to die at some point?
Not only do they want to die, they want to kill everyone in the world, which is fucking awesome.
Oh,
It's
have
like
you
a
ever
straight
watched Utopia?
No, I haven't. But
Okay,
I've
so
been meaning to.
the
It's
main
very up my
faction,
street.
the bad guy faction, are pro-mortalist.
Oh, then like
Because it's like extreme environmentalism.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because
right.
they're like
So I guess
having a
these guys-
child is the single worst and most selfish thing you can do for the environment. You know.
Yes. That's very much what these guys.
And
these
there's
guys
a
are
very
on.
cool
They
scene where
basically
like someone's like, "Oh, I see you recycling," and he goes like, and it's like a mother and her child. He's like, "Yeah, I'd like to teach you how to recycle." And he goes like, "If you really cared about the environment, you'd take a knife and slit your child's throat."
based. That's so funny. That's so sick. I love it. We stand a consistent king. Okay, all right. I think the reason I wanted to talk about
Utopia is
this, as
incredible.
always,
You need
was
to watch that.
I know. I've been meaning to watch it. I've got so many things on my plate to watch, but Utopia is definitely, that's been high on the list for a long time. I know it's peak. I know it's great. I know it's great. I know Utopia is amazing.
Ian McKellen's
I know
in
that
it,
when I
dude.
watch it. Yeah, I know, but the problem with Utopia is that I know it ended early and miserably, and I just
No,
don't
it's
know if
coming
I
back for
can
season
handle
3.
the fact that. Well, then I'm gonna wait for season 3. Holy shit! See,
No,
and I
don't-
was right. I shouldn't have watched it.
Don't. It's also got one of the greatest
it's gonna be
soundtracks
bad.
of all time in any TV show ever.
I think I might even have I think I probably even got recommended. Look, I'm gonna watch Utopia. Okay, I think I watched the first episode once, and then I was like, I need to save this for my wife. So I'm a wife guy. I'm sorry, I'm a wife guy. Okay,
Does
I
she know
can't
about
help
the
it.
baby?
Not yet. No, I haven't told her about the baby or the getting fired yet. So we'll see how that goes when she walks in. I'm gonna give both pieces of news at the same time. We'll see which one makes her angrier.
Whoa.
Yeah. Didn't used to bring up the biocide conclusion a lot. The biocide conclusion is my position. Okay, we'll get there, okay? This is not about me. The story becomes about me later. For now, we're looking at the crazy guys. I'm not going to turn this into a personal thing. Not at all. I have no connection to this. Anyway,
Remember, £50 so we abort the baby. We have an abortion soon.
Yep. That's true. No!
Yeah,
we're not
dude.
doing the abortion. Oh my god, people
I
are
am
paying
so
for that.
ready.
Please just bring chat back. Just make sure you watch the American. There's an American version. I'd rather die.
Did not
Jesus
watch the
Christ,
US
are you
version.
serious? I'm not gonna watch the American version of anything. I can't even watch the American version of our show, which is Loner Box.
No, that's the Israeli version.
Oh shit. Oh, I need you to vamp, bro. Sorry.
Oh, dude, its heart rate monitor's going off. Vamp, time to vamp that. Oh yeah, we also watched Doctor Who, because the most recent episode of Doctor Who is somehow about fucking October 7th, and it's fucking crazy. And I made Smug watch Doctor Who just for that, because my god, what an episode of Doctor Who. I've been sat thinking about it for like days afterwards. It is truly bizarre. What's even weirder about it is like, it's very clearly been written by like a lefty, but it fails to be.
Doctor Who? We're going to talk about it together later. Vamp something else.
I know,
that
I'm
isn't a topic, you
trailering. I'm
idiot.
doing a trailer, you idiot.
You can't trailer during a different segment. You have to cut this out. Oh, you're the worst.
No,
I have to keep having-
check
Someone's
out,
at my
like
door,
and
they're
subscribe.
attacking me. I'm
See,
being
it's
attacked.
good. It's good.
I'm under attack. I'm under attack. Vamp.
Was the beeping at the door? It's a pregnancy beeps. He's just having morning sickness. It's normal when you're fat like that. But yeah, no, we got a whole abortion scene ready to go. It's ready to be shipped. I've also been dog sitting for a week, so every single morning I've been waking up at 6 a.m. to take him out to piss, and every night I've been taking him out at 1 a.m. so he can piss. He's pissing. I need him to stop. Yeah, the child's name is LGM35 Sentinel, that is true. And we're hoping that, I don't know, when they do deliver, it doesn't kill us all. Because if he does give birth to an LGM35 Sentinel, we will all die in this fertility clinic. Like, it's over. It's so over for us. Don't abort? Well, you gotta donate and say don't abort in the donation. Lay the egg? I don't think it's an egg. I think it's an LGM-35 Sentinel rocket. And we might all die if the child comes to pass. But did not win. What? It's a big... But did not win? What? What? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I've been walking the dog. I've been dog sitting. I have no idea what an LGN is. LGM. It's a rocket. It's a ballistic missile. Look it up.
Huh. Okay.
What?
All right.
I'm just saying, if you give birth to a ballistic missile, we might all die.
I'll try and aim at Israel.
Whoa. Did you come up with that off the Iron Dome?
Oh! Okay. All right.
It would intercept the missile.
I got attacked. Invaders at the door. Right.
Where's his boots? I had to sell them. That's why we don't have chat either. I had to sell chat.
Yeah, we sold his boots. Yeah, we don't get boots or chat back until we make
so
some money.
broke.
Okay. So the end goal is for the truth. Ethylism, and we'll look into that because I found the guy who sourced who spawned ethylism. And it is a very, very small YouTube channel with absolutely zero clout, which is very funny. So we'll look into that in a second. Once it does, we can finally begin the process of sterilizing this planet of the disease of life. Life can only continue as long as people hold the delusional belief that it's not a zero-sum game causing senseless torture and messes it can never or only partially clean up. I think we need a war against pro-lifers. It's clear at this point that these people aren't only stupid, they simply do not care about the harm they are perpetuating by being willing agents for a DNA molecule. Yeah, that's kind of cool line, willing agents for a DNA molecule. No, he's anti-pro-life.
Yeah, so okay. So he's pro-choice. So he's gonna blow up a fertility clinic. What?
No, he's anti-choice. He wants you to have no choice. He wants you to have no choice in the opposite direction.
Just to check here.
He's pro-death. Yeah, true. Yeah, Redditor decides that no one is allowed a life. Nice. Horrifying. Don't be fooled by the ones who play stupid and pretend they don't understand these simple truths. It's just their way of playing with you and saying, fuck you, we don't care. Oh, this is my favorite line. A lot of psychos are attracted to philosophy because they love to play mind games with people. Their intent is not to find any kind of truth. It is to have fun fucking with you. This guy's based.
Who fucked with this guy?
This guy's just based.
Who fucked with this guy?
I fuck with this
to
guy.
the point where he ended up blowing himself up to kill sperm.
I fuck with this guy, dude. A philosopher. Whoever debated this man on a Reddit thread.
I can see him on my head going like, I want to destroy all life. How do I destroy all life? I know. I attack it before it's life.
Yeah, what's the most quant way you can possibly enact your terrorist act? What is the highest concentration of individual units of life? Actually,
this is a funny way of thinking. Would this not just take him down a racist pathway?
No. Do you want to know the pathway it would take you down?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of something called shrimp welfare?
Excuse me?
The Shrimp Welfare Project. Here, let me send you this.
That shrimply can't be real.
It is shrimply true, I promise you. So basically, if you take this guy's understanding of antinatalism, this is kind of a side. Just zoom out. This is kind of a side path, okay?
Zoom out. I have to do.
So basically, the idea is we have in our domain, right? Everyone is suffering. Every human is suffering. Every animal is suffering. And if we only care about individual units of sentient creatures that suffer, what is the most efficient way that you can reduce suffering? It is to focus entirely on shrimp to the exclusion of everything else. So, these guys have one goal, and it is to save the 440 billion shrimp that get farmed every year. These guys are my heroes. This is the most quant way of doing like effective altruism you could possibly imagine, because they don't care about the quality of the sentience. They only care about individual units of mass suffering. So scroll down, have a look. Like these guys are literally
44 billion shrimps are farmed each year.
440.
Oh, what did I say? 440?
44. Yeah,
See our
5
shrimp
times the
pack?
total number of all
No
animals.
way. See our shrimp pack?
Yeah!
Did I write this? Did I write this?
This is amazing, dude. Check this out. Check this out. Eye stalk ablation free. Look at this.
What were you talking about?
I don't know. What's eye stalk ablation? Click on that link at the bottom.
What link at the bottom? Where? Oh,
bro. Okay, look.
Here.
There you go. Click on that. Click on that.
Okay.
Look at this.
Why
So
stop using
shrimps,
eye stalk ablation?
They cut them off. So basically, if you cut their eyes off, they can't see the horrors they exist in, and they grow faster. That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Oh my god!
If you blind them, they grow faster because they don't take in any. I guess they don't take in any cues from like light.
They don't get depression. They don't get PTSD.
They get depression. They get fat and depressed. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
These taste like PTSD.
Yeah, isn't that fucking awesome? Luckily, Tesco's has agreed to stop doing it, so that's good.
Yeah, PTSD prawn cocktail.
So these guys don't care about humans. They don't even care about fucking animals. They only care about shrimp. Shrimp are the only thing that matter because they're the highest quantity thing. So there are two paths, Western man. You can bomb a cum clinic, or you can become a freedom fighter for the shrimps. Those are your two options in this ideology. It's fucking awesome. I love these people. They're great. Very cool. So let's get back to the manifesto here. Thank you so much. I almost forgot about the Shrimp Welfare Project. You reminded me. Most online debates I've seen are clearly not really debates, and this is the part where I got worried that he'd watched some of my content accidentally. Because, I mean, if he was a blood sports debate bro, which any red-blooded Redditor would be, it's possible that this guy has seen some of my fine work in the past, and that might have been enough to make him kill himself and an entire box of calm. It's one person fooling another into thinking it's a debate, when in reality the one doing the fooling has no intent of changing their mind on anything, and sometimes it's both parties. Haha. This is a manifesto, by the way, from a guy who suicide bombed. You put haha in there. Yeah. Again, this is a suicide bomber, by the way. Haha.
Sometimes both parties.
Teehee. Yeah, literally. Yeah, imagine throwing a tee-hee into your school shooter manifesto. That would go fucking hard.
Woo.
He really should. Well, I was gonna say he should have shot up a school, but actually, no. It makes the most sense to bomb the embryos because that's the most years of life prevented, which is important to them. Like they think that every year of life is essentially like forced suffering that is impossible to get away from.
Yeah, but that's cheating because there's like a billion million sperms, only one actually gets to become a person.
Well, they want to blow up all the cum. They want to bomb the every cum. They want to bomb every sperm.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying they're artificially inflating their numbers with lives, hours, years saved.
He was in Wick's chat shitting on Wick. I feel it in my bones. God, he would be in Wick's community 1000%. There's no. I'm gonna find this motherfucker's Discord. Okay, I'm sure this was a Wicker. What finally put you over the edge? So this is where you know what? Let's save this. Let's save this to the end. Why don't you scroll back up? I want to do. We'll do the over the edge in a bit. Let's go to the MP3 I sent you. Do you wanna hit that? You can start it from the beginning.
Give me 2 seconds.
I sent it to you earlier.
Right. I think I've got it.
Okay. So play the first couple. Yeah, play the first couple minutes. And I'll give you a couple timestamps to skip afterwards. By the way, his voice is perfect. It's exactly what you want. I might download it,
so it's in a... Oh.
Yeah, good shout. Whoa. I bet this guy supported the pager attack. I think this guy was extremely gay in Free Palestine.
Explaining,
Oh god, he's got bad autism.
It's Embo Man. Yeah.
Okay, let me blast this.
I can't believe it's Embo Man.
Beep, 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 beep. Oop. Right.
Okay.
Let's get this up. Are you ready?
Yeah, alright. Slime it.
Slime it?
Okay, so I figured I would just make a recording explaining why I've decided to bomb an IVF building or clinic. Basically, it just comes down to I'm angry that I exist, and that you know, nobody got my consent to bring me here. And I know what you're gonna say. How could we have got your consent because you didn't exist? Blah blah blah. Exactly the point. There's no way you can get consent to bring someone here, so don't fucking do it, right? And if you're gonna try to say something really fucking retarded, like, well, since you don't exist, you don't have a consent status, and therefore we don't have to get consent.
True.
This really isn't any different from saying, oh, well, the girl's unconscious, so I can't get I can't get her consent.
What the fuck?
Have sex with her, so therefore it's okay because I can't.
That's the only way he understands consent. That's awesome,
right?
Well, hold on. I mean, okay. Wait. Okay, it is true that you cannot get consent from an unconscious woman or a being that doesn't exist. That is
but
true,
I'm just saying, like,
right?
he's using like the comparing everything to Nazis. It's like comparing it to the worst ever example of consent.
Well, well, yeah, sure, but that's how these idiots
He's
debate,
like, I was basically raped alive. That's what he's saying.
He is saying that he was raped alive, yeah. But it is true that, like, you can't get consent to bring someone into existence. That is true, right? Like, you know, it is a kind of non-consensual act to, like, force someone into existence, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would bring this person to the Discord and I would regret nothing.
Yeah, well, we could always bring him back in AI, you know?
Oh, you're right. He hasn't posted enough on Reddit.
He's got a whole manifesto and an audio. We could get his voice. We've got his voice.
Oh, sorry. You're right. We can voice him. Yeah, that's huge.
Oh dear. Right, let's dive in.
So I mean, if you actually think that's a good argument against what I've said, right? You're absolutely retarded. Your brain, it's very childish and retarded, right?
He speaks like Destiny.
And before you say, ooh, that's ad hominem, I said the word retard. No, I made an argument, and then I called you a retard.
Oh my god! It is
so it's not ad hominem. Ad hominem is when someone just...
This guy killed himself because Destiny's a rapist.
Yeah, maybe you're right. This is also... It could also be the Ask Yourself community, which is...
No, he talks like Destiny. He argues like Destiny does.
Bro, I'm getting triggered because he sounds like...
Yeah, but I'm getting triggered because he sounds like Destiny.
He's a quant bomber, that is true, Spot. He is a quant bomber.
Destiny talks faster? Well, let me put this on 2 times speed and then you'll see it's the same.
That's name calls and that's it. Why. That's what ad hominem is, fuckhead. You people, some of you motherfuckers are just too fucking stupid.
Who are you arguing with?
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, literally, he argues with himself. He makes himself mad.
So,
I wonder why this guy
the point
thinks
is
life isn't worth
obviously you
living.
can't
Every
get
thought
people's
he has
consent to
makes
bring them
himself
here,
mad.
so don't do it.
He's got schizophrenia, but with one voice.
He's got the uncool kind of schizophrenia.
Actually,
Every
why
voice
is
in
no
his head,
one talk to me?
Yeah.
I half expect him to say like Baka, you know what I'm saying?
Every
that fucking simple,
voice
right?
in his head is a Redditor. It's just a separate Reddit thread. They
This is
upvote and
not
downvote
complicated
in
logic.
his brain.
This is not complicated ethics, okay? So anyways, alright, so I have written some things down here. Tried to kind of order them in a way that makes sense, just because I have a lot of things to say, and...
Okay.
Okay, pause it here.
Yeah, so hope...
Spoiler alert, chat. He does not order it in a way that makes sense. Allow me to help. If you want to skip to... oh!
The shrimp welfare project is just stupid. Shrimp are simply inferior creatures. Instead, we should be giving our money to help more complex aquatic life forms like fish, frogs, and snails.
That's so true.
True!
That's such a good point.
Oh my god.
That might be the smartest thing you've ever said.
Yeah, finally. I can't believe China's finally pro-life. That's crazy. Wait, does this mean you're gonna stop the week of genocide?
No, he said pro killing shrimp. He was like, yeah, let the shrimp die.
Oh, okay, the Uyghurs.
He was like spending money on something worthwhile, higher life forms like frogs and snails.
He's calling them sea bugs. Yeah, that's pretty fucked. Yeah. Sea bugs goes hard actually.
I'm pretty sure fish eat shrimp. I don't know fish politics.
So there's some highlights. If you skip to 15 minutes, we'll get a little bit more on like the specifics of the IVF stuff. I want to save you guys some time. I've done the work here.
Okay.
All that, it's like, yeah, that is something, I guess, but at the same time, again, you still can't get their goddamn consent, so it's you're not getting around that argument. You
Is this
know?
15 minutes?
Not rationally.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, I'm anti-life, right? And IVF is like kind of the epitome of pro-life ideology, right? So, so yeah, fuck IVF.
Really? That's the thing.
Fuck.
Oh my god, it's choke bug.
Yeah, it is chum
Awesome.
bug. Chum bug.
It's chum bug. Oh, gross. I'm everyone's chum, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck IVF clinics.
It's so fucking awesome.
And
wait. Okay.
fuck the people that work for them.
So he says that euthanasia. Oh, sorry. He says that IVF clinics are the worst possible thing, right? They're the most pro-life thing, which is really odd because the kinds of people who have access to IVF are the kinds of people who have far greater access. No, every attempt
and sexual health lessons in schools.
Yeah, this guy should really be handing out condoms at schools if he
No,
wants
he needs to
improve
look.
the
He
state
should be
of the world.
targeting medicine companies that lower the infant mortality rate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, or he should just kill some children. I
But
guess,
the problem
some
is with
schools.
if they're in IVF clinics anyway, most of the time they're not going to make fucking babies. You know, that's why they're there.
If you think about it, like you're centralizing a lot of potential babies in one place, so it's
No,
weird.
yeah,
It's like, it doesn't.
the idea that that's like a baby factory is fucking deranged. Like that's the most
that's completely
stupid
insane.
fucking take in the entire world. How many babies do you think their output is compared to like, I don't know, the Super Bowl?
Well, but okay, all right. So this is the thing, right? Like,
Or
so,
a club
first
night.
of all,
Or Viagra, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, he should actually have just bombed it. Again,
MDMA.
he could have done way better if he just handed out condoms at schools everywhere. Like, he would have done way more work. Because the thing is, he didn't actually kill any of the sperm.
Yeah.
There was zero sperm was harmed in that explosion. That's real.
Well, he should have put spermicide in the bomb.
That would have done it, yeah.
Genuinely, if it was airborne spermicide, 100% that it would have destroyed it.
I think the sperm. Oh my god, he should have put shit in the water that makes everyone infertile. That would have been way better. This guy is a bad terrorist. You would expect a Redditor to kind of be. It's such a shame because clearly he was decent at like making explosives. Like that's a pretty impressive bomb. It's a shame it didn't hit anything that he wanted it to. He kind of fucked up by hollowing out the middle.
Aim.
Like if
It's
you
just
think
his aim was bad.
yeah, if you think
It's
about
the Trump
that
shooter
building,
all over
right?
again.
Oh no! But he fired from the reverse of the front door, when clearly all the vaults are going to be on the sides of the building,
Yeah,
right? Because
it's
they're going to be
insane.
refrigerated units. I would have guessed
Again, you should have watched Breaking Bad with the magnetic tape. You know what I'm saying? You know the scene where they wipe all the tape inside the police office by holding a big magnet to the side of the wall?
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. That show got kind of stupid.
That was at the start, dude. That was like season 2.
That was season 2? Jesus Christ, I should have caught onto the cues that show was going to go off the rails.
No, they do it in a convincing way. It never comes across as stupid. That's the best part about Breaking Bad.
Maybe that's why, because when you say it, when you read it back to me, I'm like, that's in the fucking script, are you sure?
It's just so well written that, like, that's the thing. If something's well written, it doesn't matter how fantastical it is. You don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like the opposite of Doctor Who, yeah.
Yeah, or it's what Doctor Who used to be.
Well, yeah, I guess so, actually. Yeah, I guess it managed to get away with some corny stuff. That was season 4 or 5. See, he's a liar. Or are you thinking about the train? The bucket, the train.
The train was the last season. Was season 5?
The juice train. Yeah, that was the last. Yeah, because.
But also that, if you think about it, yeah, they drained the train and filled it up with more water.
That one I believe. That one I thought was cool. I was cool with that
one.
But
if you think about it, it's equally as dumb.
Well, yeah, no.
Or the final scene where he's like, yeah, I put a remote control machine gun in the boot of my car.
That one was silly. Yeah, I didn't like that. When I never saw him to be like a fucking engineer.
Or they stole children's toys to get the iron filings to make thermite to steal methylamine.
That I was okay with. See, it's very 50-50, you know? Like, I think... I really... Giant magnet, dumb. Sucking juice out of a train, cool. Boot machine gun, dumb. Iron filings, cool. Do you know what it is? It's anytime chemistry is involved, it's cool. And anytime it deviates from that, it's lame. When he does magnets and fucking machine gun engineering memes, fucking, like...
What about starting the car battery with potatoes?
That's chemistry.
When they're stuck in the RV. Yeah, but it's also the engine of the car.
Yeah, but it's chemistry.
Is it? Right? Are you sure it's not just a case of like things you understand versus things you don't understand?
I understand how magnets work, motherfucker.
That's what I mean. That's why you don't find it impressive.
No, but I understand how sucking juice out of a train
you're like,
works.
what the fuck? What the fuck?
No, I know about potato batteries, you idiot. That's not an impressive. It's cute because that one makes sense because he's a science teacher and potato batteries are the kind of things you make in school. When did you make a fucking reciprocating arm for a machine gun or some other kind of like equivalent in class? No one ever did that, right? That's not a thing he should be able to do.
Yeah, but the whole point of the show's got good ratings, so he sees something earlier in the season which inspires him to replicate it.
No, he doesn't. When does he see a fucking reciprocating arm that makes him think of machine guns in a boot?
Oh.
Exactly, you're lying. You're a liar, you're a lying fraud. He got... Vince McMahon... Vince McMahon got lazy, and he decided to go back to wrestling. Go back to running his wrestling organization. You didn't have lathe classes? You're lathe. I'm not an understander. He also made poison. Poison makes sense.
Out of the flowers in his back garden. Cool. He made deadly poison out of the flowers in his back garden. Mushrooms. What the fuck was it made out of?
That's cool. That's cool.
I like that.
That was cool.
It's fantastical.
Chemistry. No, it's not. You can make poison. You can make deadly poison from flowers. That's cool. That was cool. What else?
And he used it to poison a little boy because he knew that Jesse would think it was another poison when it wasn't actually that.
Yeah. That was fine. Oh, the explosion. The explosion was cool. I liked Tuco. That was fun. Him
Tuco?
Smashing.
That doesn't exist. There's no such thing as grenade crystals. That's not a real thing.
I don't need it to exist. I need it to narratively be
satisfying. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Because you don't understand it, that's why you're okay accepting the fantastical elements.
No, I understand it. When he does physics, that's different.
Bruh.
Lily of the Valley is a real poison. Yeah, it is. It's a real thing.
Yeah, but Ryzen? He also makes Ryzen.
Yeah, he makes Ryzen. Well, yeah, it's a bit weird that there were two poisons. That felt like kind of clunky writing. That's like you don't need two different kinds of poison. He tricks
Jesse by being like, "Oh, there's Ryzen in the baby," and then it wasn't. It was just Lily of the Valley, which was a poison that exists locally.
It's just a different poison.
And we're supposed to believe this 8-year-old boy eats flowers. I don't know. Maybe stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this audio clip.
I'm trying. Yeah. Okay. So IVF is evil. Skip to the 18 minutes. So this is where there's another good 2 minutes at the 18-minute mark, and then we can wrap up the MP3.
Okay. Boom. Right.
This is where the real Reddit comes out.
Ignoring them, and I said I don't actually believe people are ignoring them. I think people who have control over the internet are censoring these topics. by shadow banning people who talk about them, and then of course also, you know, all the algorithms that are in control now, that are used to kind of manipulate what people see, what you know, kind of what they think. I think it's pretty effective. I won't say it's like crazy effective. I don't think people are like completely retarded and like incapable of knowing when they're being kind of manipulated and fucked with. People kind of have an idea of when they're being fucked with, you know.
What's this gonna do? What's this gonna do? Anything?
And so, but I'm just saying, clearly it does work to some extent, you know.
Well, you're saying the only reason these positions aren't popular is because of
they're censored by the internet,
coercion going on, trying to get people to make babies and have more kids and shit. There's a lot of that going on, and
there you go.
You know, a decent chunk of people are, their brains do it works for them, basically. It works on them, you know. But there's still a lot of people, I think, that are saying like, nah, no, fuck this, I'm not having kids, this is stupid, you know. Even with all, you know, in the last few years, all this manipulation going on the internet and all the censorship going on, you know, in the last few years, it's become so fucking extreme. I mean, like YouTube comments, for example, you can't say fucking anything now in YouTube comments. It's so goddamn bad.
This is
in line with their narrative.
This man suicide bombed an IVF clinic, and in his manifesto he finds a couple of minutes to complain about how his YouTube comments are getting removed because he's saying a lynch shit. This guy's trying to post on YouTube, can't, gets mad, says, well, I have one.
And then he complains about he's trying to slam slurs in and goes like, I'm being shadow banned because I keep talking about
maybe if you didn't say
blowing up IVF clinics.
Yeah. Maybe stop telling people how to make
bombs.
That's
not shadow banned, that's just banned. Those terms are just banned.
Yeah. Well, I think he actually wait. Press play. I think he gets into it. This man goes on a Reddit style rant about YouTube comments for a little while.
I mean, they aren't even shadow banning. Like they just straight up fucking remove comments. Like it's so wild. I mean, they do shadow ban. I'm just saying.
Nice ad hom whiz.
They also often just straight up remove your comment.
Smart.
They don't even try to hide it from you. Like it's wild. Anyways, so the censorship, all this stuff really has got me quite upset. I really must say that how badly they fucked the internet it's really upsetting because you know, the internet really is important for people to communicate and whatnot, you know, get together, you know, form. I'm just saying, like, people who have similar beliefs obviously
start dating, have babies,
try to come together, you know, and they're fucking with that, and that's really upsetting to me.
People did come together and then you blew up all their cum.
Yeah, people used to come together on r/jailbait, my favorite subreddit, until it got delisted and shadow banned.
First they came for our jailbait and I said nothing because I was a pedophile, but I didn't want anyone to know.
I said nothing, but I was actually really pissed.
I was really upset, yeah.
And then I was like, I gotta remove all children.
Wow!
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Thank you so much, Salty Squid.
But I'm not. I'm
almost halfway to your abortion.
Oh god!
Live on air.
Look at this.
The first ever Twitch and YouTube streamed abortion live.
Please don't advertise it like that. Jesus Christ!
First ever live abortion on the internet. Right here, right now. As soon as we hit 50 quid.
Look how horrible. Look how terrible this is.
Stop pressing your lum pop against the chair, please.
I'm just trying to relieve the strain, okay? It's like
I'm slightly worried that's an erection. I don't know about you.
It's overhang.
Okay.
I'm doing my best. Okay. So we've heard about his complaints. Okay, this is his little vibe. It's time to get. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I should tell my side of the story now. Because chat, this is me. I wasn't the guy who did the bombing, but I was a vegan who was briefly antinatalist, and so it's time for me to give my little pitch and explain.
You're trying to kill children, you're saying?
I was doing my best to kill as many children as possible.
And you changed your mind, you're pregnant now? That's cute.
No. I actually I became a cartoon snail specifically to attract and murder children in a video game.
Oh.
It was the only way. It was the only way to execute my beliefs. Take this website down. Take it down. All right. I need to talk heartfelt to the camera. I can't believe you made me pregnant for this. This is really gonna pull some of the, you know.
It gives you more credence. You know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna hide the
No,
pregnancy.
come back up. Don't ruin the shot.
Oh my
Come on, back in the
God.
shot. Get your
Oh my
fucking
God.
belly. And it only drives home the point because as a pregnant woman, you know all about natalism.
Man, I'm a father. I'm a father.
Well,
Okay. All right. So, as you may know, chat, I am a vegan. I know, and
boo.
I want to talk about this. I know, I'm sorry. I want to talk about this because I feel like this is like a common phase, like a common process that vegans go through, where they have this like period of like raging like negative utilitarianism, antinatalism. When I first went vegan, I did become an antinatalist. And the thinking goes that you can limit your negative consumption on the world's resources by like, I don't know, 80%. You don't drive a car, you don't have a kid, you don't eat meat. That will get you down to like 20%, but you can never get down to 0%, right? You're always going to cost the world something. There's always going to be some lives killed in the production process, whether you eat meat or not. You're going to use up some of the world's limited energy, whatever, right?
Your baby eats bits of you.
That's true, yeah, exactly. Even the baby is consuming me, right? And, I was worried about the future of the world as well. I didn't want to have kids when things were clearly about to go so badly. And I thought that my goal, basically, should be to convert as many people to veganism as possible to reduce the suffering to animals as quickly as possible.
So the babies would die because they had enough food in them. Did you ruin your own speech by...
via malnutrition. Veganism actually has no ethical position other than causing malnutrition. Such terrible malnutrition that no one can have babies anymore to make everyone infertile. Yeah, you're right.
How do you get protein? You can't. You just die.
Exactly, it's impossible. It's impossible to get protein as a vegan. So, Wiz, have you ever been antinatalist? Have you ever thought about this stuff?
What? Antinatalist?
Have you ever?
Yeah, no, I don't want kids.
Have you ever thought about having kids? Yeah, why not?
Mostly because I need the money for like Transformers and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, he doesn't want to have kids because he is the child. That's what's
literally.
happening.
They're taking on my natalism. You know what I mean?
He's a solo natalist. He wants all the natalism
They're
for himself.
stealing my natalism.
He's a hyper-natalist.
And as a natalist of Scotland, I take pride in my nationality.
Yeah, but the reason I bring this up is because I know there are actually some people in the community that are anti-natalist, unfortunately, and I think they are wrong. I think that it's okay to you personally make the choice not to have kids. That's fine, but to enforce that choice on other people, I think there is actually a kind of a problematic system of ethics at the core of it. I think the main issue with antinatalism is it's built on the idea that life is inherently, on balance, suffering for everyone.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
essentially,
there is no way to avoid it.
You can't pay off the debt.
Which is... Yeah, they treat entropy as if it's like a continuous suffering. Like when you eat, an antinatalist would say, you are not happy, you have just relieved suffering temporarily, and then the suffering will always come back.
Yep.
But look
Are
at my,
a lot
look
of
at my big belly.
antinatalists big fat guys?
No. Actually, I feel like a lot of them are super skinny guys because I think they don't get joy out of food.
If they're super skinny, that's why they hate being hungry.
Yes. Well, they don't like, but that's the thing. They don't get. I think that. Well, okay.
They just need to have McDonald's.
I have a grand theory of antinatalists, but I think we can talk about that in a second because we'll get to his personal stuff, okay? Because that does get interesting. But for me, at least, the first thing that broke me out of it, out of the antinatalism, I was never like depressed about it or anything. I was just like, well, I guess I was sad. I was like, I cannot think of a way rationally, like ethically, to have children. And I'm like, okay, I guess I won't do that. But initially, I kind of quanted my way out of it. I thought that I can't reduce my own consumption below like 20%, but if I reduce someone else's consumption by, the 80% that it would change between going from non-vegan to vegan, then that offsets my own contribution, and now I'm in the positive. I'm at like, plus 60%, improvement to the world by me existing rather than negative 20%, right?
Jesus Christ.
So that was kind of the impetus. That was kind of the impetus I had to start. This was years ago, I don't
No
really
wonder
feel the
you
same
have
way
no
now.
hobbies. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean? I have loads of
Doing
hobbies. I've got more hobbies
life
than
equations
you do.
on every little thing.
I literally have more hobbies than you do.
It's that chat. Is that autism?
You have
now you
one
do.
hobby. No, I had more hobbies back then as well. I think.
I'm just saying, if you're doing maths for like every decision, is that not autistic?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you're looking at like the balance of karma. Maybe it's OCD actually.
Yes. Chat knows, yes. The reason I hate quants is because I used to fucking be one, obviously, okay? I'm reformed. Yes, we know this, alright? I'm talking about my pre-schizo days, okay? Before I became a human, alright? Pre-human, snail, whatever. The conceit is fucking catastrophically fumbling. It's a disaster. Anyway, I started converting people to veganism, especially, you know, like my family and then my friends and then co-workers. You know, I was decently positioned in the company, so I would use my coercive power to turn people vegan against their will, which is very funny.
Eat this fucking...
It worked.
Seitan chicken or you're fired.
I unironically, like,
sorry,
I
I'm allergic
basically...
to lentils. You're fired.
Yeah, fired. You're done. No, I had a decent bit of sway in my company, and you know, people always wanted favors from me, and so I basically spread the rumor that, or you know, my team spread the rumor that if you wanted to basically get a favor from me, you need to take me to a vegan lunch and like basically like, you know, be amenable to vegan arguments.
That's
so
how
they
you
would be
go fat
convincing
like
me
this?
about. Yeah, true. So they would be convincing me of some like corpo slop garbage I didn't care about, and then their brain was accidentally open to veganism, and a bunch of them ended up going vegetarian and vegan, which is great. So yeah, I think that was, you know, it was good to like cut other people down on their consumption, and I realized basically that you can have a positive impact on the world even if you yourself have a personal consumptive cost on the world. So as long as you go out and advocate for something that meaningfully makes the world better, you can offset your cost. And I think a big problem with a lot of antinatalists is that they just don't think they can meaningfully impact the world in a way that matters. Like, they don't feel any sense of control, any sense of, like, ability to affect change around them, except, I guess, by doing these insane extreme acts like, well, you know, trying to murder a bunch of cum. So yeah, if you're utilitarianism, sorry, if you subscribe to like utilitarianism,
why
then,
would his plan not just to make everyone gay?
He's a Redditor, dude. He's a fascist. They hate the gays on Reddit. Yeah, sorry.
Because he should have been like, I will suck the cum from every man, and never again will a baby be born.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, if I had to guess,
he would have been more effective drinking all the cum than exploding it.
That's true. He could have got a job there and drank all the cum, and he would have actually done more damage.
If he had sex with one man, he'd have done more damage to natalism than what he did with that Bob.
It would have to be to a married man, right? He'd have to break up a family because then those children
not even, because you just have to get someone when they're like young and impressionable and make them gay, you know?
Oh, an older gay man having sex with a child is what makes people gay? You want to?
Yeah, no, that's the best antinatalist strategy.
That's gay contagion theory. What are you doing, you idiot? You fucking
maniac. Well, you gotta make them open
also,
to it. It's like veganism, like you said.
Yeah, I noticed Bunk is in chat, and I have to say, where this guy comes from, it's definitely Bunk's community, or ask yourself. Like, Bunk is sourced from the community that this guy definitely came from. I'm 1000% sure.
DGG?
I think this guy has to be an ask yourself guy. No, I'm pretty sure Bunk comes from ask yourself.
You have DGG blindness, I swear to God.
You know, you idiot! You are so stupid. Ask yourself is DGG for veganism. It's where people like vegan games came from. It is the same. They are the exact same style of disgusting debate, bro. But these guys are pro-vegan rather than pro-liberal. That's the difference. Ask yourself are fucking awful. They are more DGG. They are 1000% more DGG than fucking anyone else.
Whoa.
Oh no! Wait, what? Oh no! Wait. Okay, sorry. Wait, Bunk? Can I share this? I'm gonna share this. I don't care. Someone DM'd Bunk. Oh, someone DM'd someone in Discord and said, "Have you talked to Valerie recently?" I have. Okay, their voice sounded very similar to the suicide bombing in Palm Springs. People were checking if Bunk did it. That's how right I am about the community. People were literally double checking their buddies. Like, are you one of them? Wait, did you do the suicide bombing? Okay, cool. All right, just checking. It could have been you. You're on the list. I'm not from Ask Yourself. I try to be more forgiving than most. Of course, it's so funny. That's so funny that people are literally checking. That's a good community. When like there's a suicide bombing and everyone in that community go, "Fuck, was that you? Was that shit? Was that them? Oh fuck! Oh no, was that? Which one of us was it?" Like they know it's from them. That's so funny. The negative.
Well, no, I just think it's because they all have autism voice, dude.
No, dude, you're such a... Okay, whatever. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything, you stupid frog.
See that chat? I still get him. I can still get him so easy. You froggy little fuck.
You frunky. You fucking frunky. That is very slurry.
Still got it.
Yeah, I'm sticking to that. Oh, man. But yeah. So, even if you're a utilitarian, then, you know, having kids who will, like, you know, produce your values, you know, maybe it's not exactly veganism, but whatever those values might be, by, you know, kind of instilling those values in them that you care about and want to improve the world, it isn't just like a positive, but if you want to have kids and you feel like, and also wanting to have kids is a prerequisite to raising kids well, I think, in most cases. Basically, you have a utilitarian obligation.
Is a good way to do it.
I don't think so. I mean,
like
yes,
really resenting your kids to the point where like you're like, I could probably hit him.
Well, you and me are the result of that, so I think we probably need to make sure that that never happens again. This is the end game of debate culture. Unironically, I think this is the end state of, I would say, hyper-rationalist culture. And now, Wiz, if you want to return to the manifesto and scroll to the bottom, I'd like to pull back the curtain, okay?
Oh my god. Boop. Scroll to the bottom. Did you say
okay, this is the most important part of this entire story. Yes. No. What finally put you over the edge? Let's read, shall we? I'm going to read it because you have dyslexia, and listening to you read things makes me want to gouge my eyes out with my hermaphroditic love darts.
You ain't the guy saying that to me.
Not in a hot way.
I know you ain't the guy saying that to me.
I read stuff out very nicely, actually.
Go get it perfect. You make one mistake, it's over.
Okay, fine. All right, 0 mistakes. Here we go. Let me get my ass on the chair so I can read it properly. Hold on.
Oh.
All right. Nah. Okay. Idiot. Yeah, speaking of reading it properly, you can't even display it properly. Fucking hack fraud. Okay. I've known for a few years now I wasn't going to allow myself to make it past my 20s. Recently, my best friend Sophie killed herself. She got the guy she was living with to shoot her while she was sleeping. Her preferred method.
What is this?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, we'll keep reading.
And how do you know she preferred it?
I can pull up the news article if you want. We're gonna investigate Sophie right after
I mean,
this,
like,
okay? So
how do you know she preferred it?
Well, probably because she told him that would be the way she wanted to go.
But how do you know that? How do you know she preferred it?
Because
you can only know you prefer something by doing it.
That's not true.
100% is true.
I prefer a hand job to getting hit in the head with a mace.
But you've never had either? You've got no fucking clue.
Yeah, it's true. I can guess that sex is better than getting hit in the head with a fucking mallet. I'm pretty sure. I can guess.
Because if you've never had sex before and you have no concept of sex, right? If someone's saying I'm gonna stab you versus I'm gonna shoot you in the head, how do you know which is worse? Getting shot or stabbed?
Mina wants in. Can you set her up while I read the rest of this?
Oh man, I'm scared. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 minutes, Mina. Okay. All right. A little shorty one because we need to land the segment.
Finish this off and we'll let Mina call in.
I'll finish you off. Yeah. Don't worry. I don't think I really knew how much it was going to affect me. I've never related to someone so much and can't imagine I ever would again. We were both anti-sex. Don't mistake for asexual. I'm talking like anti-sex misandrists. Vegan antinatalist, negative utilitarians. Both of us also had borderline personality disorder. Anyways, we got along quite well, and it was very nice, especially when you feel like you are in an apocalypse and nobody else seems to get anything. If I remember correctly, we'd agreed that if one of us died, the other would probably soon follow. It's just too much of a loss when there's nobody else you really relate to significantly. Since she's dead, I'll link her Reddit and TikTok where she made a few videos.
Nice.
She also had a Tumblr account that she was very active on. She used to have more videos on her YouTube account, but I guess she hid them before. Yeah. Pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, her YouTube account is called Death Positive Vegan Antinatalist. kind of a base title. We'll have a look at some of her TikTok and some of her stuff. But this is where this gets a bit weird because this whole thread ends up finding its way back to one of my other communities. It turns out that she ended up like being a fairly significant figure in TTRPG development for some games that I actually am like very heavily invested in. So we'll follow that track down in a second. But bring Mina in. Let's have a chat. I'm sure the Mother Hedgehog has a lot to say about antinatalism.
Put her in.
They're fucking retarded. Let me guess. I mean,
Is that a German accent you tried to do?
Yes. It was a woman accent. Mina, hello?
Oh god, what is going on?
Hedgehogging. Hello.
Oh, you're quite big.
You're hedgehogging the air.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
So I'm on my phone and I have my retainers in, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. This is a disaster. Alright. Say your piece, Mina. So, you hate children too?
So, yeah, I hate them so much that I
Sometimes
have my own
hedgehogs eat their
child.
babies.
That's true, hedgehogs do eat their own babies.
Anyways, about the whole antinatalism shtick.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I'm sure you already know. The thing is that like people are like super doomer about like how the world is turning to shit, but realistically, there has never been a time on this earth in human history that has and there was never an era that was actually nice to have children in.
Wait.
So
Yeah, because even my grandparents, they'd tell me stories about like they just have like mice running around their houses and people would have bugs on them and stuff. You know?
I miss the mice. I think that was a better time to live.
You had people just having like 10 children and you have like 8 of them die. So like, alright. That like now is definitely one of the better times in comparison to like, I don't know, all of human history, but you know, even though there's like political turmoil, regardless, it's like, okay, at least it's way less likely that you will have your children die if you live anywhere in the West.
Isn't it also the case if you know your kids aren't going to die, you're not going to have as many kids as well, you know?
Yeah.
Places
Wait, what? No,
where,
if you know your kid... What? No. What? No, it's the opposite. If you know that your kids aren't going to die, you have fewer kids.
Is that not what I said?
Countries have higher...
Did I get that wrong?
No, you said the opposite. You got that the wrong way around.
No, I don't think
No,
I
oh my
did.
god. Run it back, fuckers. Okay, you're both autistic.
Either way, so and with anywhere that has like a high or low infant mortality rate, families are smaller for that same reason, you know, because the incentive to have a big family is in case people die, you know, or the quality of life's
and also
low,
for
so you
like
need more
labor
money.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether you hate the prospect of, I don't know, a third world war or whatever, more likely than not, if you live in the West, you will be fine. Probably.
Well, okay, so I think a common antinatalist argument would be like, the world is not actually that much better, like suffering is still terrible, and you know the state of existence still sucks. I think that you can point to like a billion people in poverty.
They're just depressed.
Well, I think the idea is
I
that
think
like
these people really just need some professional help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this is kind of the angle we're going to. I think that's a good segue actually into us analyzing the personal lives of some of the people involved, because I think that kind of gives you a much better understanding of where this position is really sourced in. It is very much a kind of egoistic position in that their experience of life being terrible makes them imagine that everyone else's life must be suffering.
Horrible,
and
just as equally as horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just some people are better gritting their teeth.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
basically,
welcome.
they think some people.
Thank you, Mina.
Thank you, Mina.
Bye.
Real child haver, real natalist on the podcast, guys. That's. You see, we represent all types. We gave a woman several minutes to speak and then kicked her off the show again. Okay,
we overspoken. We really are several times.
Multiple times. Well, only because we were right, and we needed her to know that. But yeah, no, we've made some good progress there. So, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this lady. Okay, so this is Sophie Tinney. All right. Oh, I sent that to Valerie instead of you. That's hilarious. There you go.
Nice. Good work, dude.
Enjoy, Val. Enjoy. Awesome stuff. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're a professional.
Would you say awesome sauce?
So, awesome sauce.
Oh, sorry,
awesome sauce. Yeah. Well, I mean,
a million messages.
Saying things like awesome sauce is what makes life worth living. After all, I don't think you can have a better time otherwise. Oop. It's really the best you can do.
Oh.
But you idiot! All right, let me get you the archive, you fucking animal. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you?
Pause my
Why do you have an ad block on your fucking...
Because it fucking ruins the UI.
Dip ass bitch shit. Here you go. Here's the archive, silly boy.
Oh, look at all these fucking
Look how
adverts.
fast I did that.
Look at this.
You see how
Ad
easy
loading?
that
It
is? You see
says
how easy
ad
it is? Look
loading.
how fast. No, it doesn't. On the archive? No, it doesn't.
There you go.
Lovely boy.
Nice, thank
Okay.
you. For future reference, just send me archive
So-
links. Thanks, babes.
For future reference, shut up. Right. Yeah, but then now the video doesn't work. That's why I wanted to send you the real one. Anyway, you can scroll down. So,
The video ad.
this is where it's a little crazy. So, a 27-year-old woman who was fatally shot in a Fox Island home has been identified. Sophie Tinney. So this is the girl who was very good friends, best friends, with the guy who did the suicide bombing. Died from multiple gunshot wounds to the head. So
That makes me think she didn't prefer it.
She asked. No, wait. It seems like.
Or maybe she
her
did
manner of
prefer it.
death
That's why
was
she
listed as
asked
a
for
homicide.
more, please. Extra.
Well, yeah. She basically. It seems like she asked. Yeah, they were in a relationship prior to her death, according to charge. I believe that she wanted to kill herself, and I think she did ask her. She seems like the kind of person who would ruin the life of her significant other in order to get an exit plan that requires absolutely zero motivational confidence in yourself. So, yeah, she asked her boyfriend to just fucking blast her with a full clip from a pistol in the head while she was sleeping. Imagine that. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight, honey. Do you mind blowing my fucking brains out while I'm sleeping so I don't feel it?
Dear God.
That's kind of a clever arrangement.
But if she got
I
shot
don't,
several times in the head, that means she felt it, because if she didn't feel it, she'd have gone limp and died. But she obviously was flailing and shit, which is why he went like
I
bam,
think
bam,
just to
bam,
make
bam,
sure-
bam.
Oh no! You think he put one in and then she started moving?
You
She's like,
never put several shots in unless the body's still moving, you know?
See, if it was that's actually the opposite of what they teach you. That you're supposed to just pump the whole fucking handgun into whatever you're killing, and that you leave it empty.
Who taught this person?
The police. The police
This is a
tell you
police
to
officer
do that.
did
Do you not
this?
know this? Well, I'm saying that he's a white guy, so he probably aspired to be in a
That's what I'm
position of
saying.
power
He's
with a
not
gun at some
educated.
point.
That's the reason. She probably was wiggling, and
just
that's why he did. He wouldn't
know,
know to empty the clip into the
she-
back of her head.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, it's a double tap.
He's
Maybe it was
probably
a zombie
thinking
situation.
romantic, beautiful, finally taking her out of her misery. Bam! One shot to the back of the head. She starts wiggling and shit. Oh fuck! Bam!
Yeah.
Oh, she's still wiggling. Bam! 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 Bam.
Jesus.
11 shots later.
Yeah, oh,
fuck! What have I
look,
done?
his
Fuck!
next hearing-
Fuck! What have I done? Fuck! 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 What have I done? What the fuck have I done? Oh my god! Tries to turn the gun on him. He's already shot all the bullets.
Idiot.
Crazy that these people talk about minimizing suffering, but then are perfectly fine ruining their boyfriend's life by sending him to prison.
Check, you're telling
It's
me.
so weird. No, but so basically, they're just suicidally depressed and cowards. Yeah.
Yes.
Guess what? The hearing is today. Actually, his next hearing is today. We can watch it live. We can go there right now. Maybe we should go there after the show. Should we go? Should we drive? Should we drive? It's in Pierce County Superior Court. Let's go. But yeah, prosecutors allege that the shooting may have been planned in advance, and Tinney possibly convinced Nelson to shoot her as she slept. So,
Oh.
let's look into this a little bit more. So we have a TikTok, okay? We have a very exciting
TikTok on the
little-
clock.
First of all, let's take a look at her why she's an antinatalist.
Oh, you got her TikToks where she talks about it?
I got her TikToks, yeah.
Oh, of course she looks like this.
I want you to frame. Everyone, close your eyes. Yeah, everyone,
What?
frame
No,
your
it doesn't
mind.
show
Close
yet.
your
They
eyes.
can't
Frame in
see
your
yet.
mind what you think she looks like.
You can't see
I know
yet.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Every chat, close your eyes. I want you to imagine what she looks like. Okay. I want you to imagine what she looks like. Okay. Are you ready? Is it in your imagination? I'm serious, everyone. Place the image in your mind's eye. Okay. It's important when you get it right and when you get it wrong. We're testing all of your mental models. Okay. All right. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Boop.
Everyone was correct. You 100% success rate. Every single person got it right. You all win. You opened your eyes, you saw the same image that was in your brain. I know you did. I know every single one of you got it right. I know that there is a 0% fail rate on this one. Raggedy brown hair autism. Excellent work.
Yep.
Excellent work. Ava, well done. Excellent work. Very excellent. Yep, I told you. I told all of you that you all got it exactly
Yep.
right. Yep, you're welcome. Yep, chat is yeah, every single one of them got it. Incredible.
Yep.
Incredible
Nice.
stuff. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. It's good to just check that our mental models of the world are working, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
It's all
let's press
about
play.
brain
Let's
training.
find out why are you antinatalist?
Let's go.
Antinatalist, and I thought I.
Why is TikTok so quiet?
On the reason
Oh, no.
that matters most to me. They all matter to me, though. Every argument matters.
Angry
to
News
me a
Toilet.
lot. it's just way too much information to get into in even a series of TikToks. But maybe I'll make more after this one. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh no!
I made this.
This is the last one before she fucking blew
It says
her
part
brains out.
one.
Switch from this stuff, but like
I know.
it is also something I enjoy talking about. I'll just give a quick rundown on the main argument that matters to me, which is the consent argument.
Oh God.
Basically, children.
Wait. This guy didn't even come up with his own manifesto? He sucks ass.
No, they all use the same fucking arguments because there's actually not a great there's a bunch of rational arguments. We'll debunk antinatalism properly at the
Do
end.
they
I
have
think
just a
it's worth
depressed
doing,
Discord server? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, I think they are just.
Have
a
you
kind
just
of
found like a regular
stochastic-
suicide account or cult even?
No, it's a stochastic suicide cult. Okay, that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it stochastic suicide. It is a system designed to make people eventually all want to kill themselves. So it's kind of a self-correcting problem.
You need to watch Utopia. After this, you need to watch it.
I get it.
No. I don't mean like
negative people-
hypothetically at some date in the future. I
know,
need you to watch
I
it
will,
because
I
it is
will, I will,
exactly
I will.
this.
I know. What,
You're not gonna
spoiling
watch it,
more
are
of
you?
Utopia
Big
to
hack.
me is not going to help me.
Massive hack
Yeah.
fraud.
Anyway,
to being born, therefore, it's not really cool to do. And a lot of people will say that that's ridiculous because the child doesn't consent.
Oh, that's the bed that she got her brains blown out on.
Consent is being violated because no one exists.
oh no!
Her head's so small.
Consent
How did it contain
status,
7
That's why
shots?
he missed. He missed. That's how he missed.
Like, oh, if someone can't consent, that means it doesn't matter. But arguing.
Well,
in good
actually,
faith,
yeah.
let's take-
If it was 7 shots to the back of the head, what's a clip size? 11 shots?
Well, I don't know if it was the back of the head, but it was. She was sleeping, so
Well, she was wriggling about. It's probably all over.
she was flailing.
Even
She was
if you
fighting. She
think
was fighting him for the gun.
it's okay to do because the life doesn't exist yet.
she was like survival instinct kicked in last moment.
The decision to conceive a child as planning to create a situation.
So I'm learning is
is
she's boring.
Child is under your
Yes.
complete
Yeah. Well, I
control,
mean, boring enough to die
and then you
of boringness.
do that.
At least
She
went
just
out
has
in
the
a really
energy of
interesting
someone
way.
that just cries all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To be fair, I have dated this woman, and I have
She's
multiple
cleaner
friends who are
glasses.
like this woman. She does. Yeah. They're fogging up. They're foggy.
Man,
Now, I didn't really have, I wasn't particularly impressed with this person. Although there's a couple of better TikToks that I think are kind of. Okay, we got this one, which is kind of fun. Here you go.
oh, let's go in. Let's dive. Oh,
I'm just gonna say it. I hate furry art. Why? As a vegan, I feel like it's objectifying and contributing to the commodification status of animals. A lot of people will say that that's completely crazy. That's insane. Not all furries.
It's
are
so
like that,
cool.
blah, blah,
The
blah.
furries are
These some
humans.
characters, okay.
Yeah, well, there you go.
On Discord, there's a server for vegan-only dating, and there's
Oh, no!
a section for furry porn.
first of all, why are you dating on Discord? That's your fault.
Well, this must be. The reason I want to bring this up is
Well,
because this has to be where she met.
sorry, Spunk.
This has
Let
to
me
be
get
where
this
she
up.
met
Mark!
the suicide bomber. All
Shut
right.
up. My point is, right, I think there should be a furry porn channel in a dating Discord, vegan dating Discord, because all it'll ever be is wanking together.
Well, you're objectifying animals, Wiz.
No, but a dating regardless of this philosophy, right? Regardless of this philosophy,
Okay.
there should be a furry porn channel in a vegan dating Discord server, because the furthest you'd get with the dating Discord is wanking. You know what I mean? It's all just wanking. They might as well just call it a porn Discord. That's all it is. Just making porn of each other.
It can't just be wanking all the way down.
It is. Wait, you think people meet on Discord and fuck? No way, dude.
I think they do. I think they
Who?
try. Why
How?
wouldn't they?
That's bullshit. Dating Discords? Dating Discords.
Yeah.
Deranged.
People meet up in dating discords. They do. Well, he literally said that this is his best friend, and I reckon they met on the dating discord. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think they've actually met. I think it's his best friend who he just like fucking talks to on Discord.
I did. Well, I guess the fact she had a. I guess the fact that she had a boyfriend is right.
Exactly. She was obviously poly. Look at her. Come on.
Finish the video.
That's why she's on the. That's why she's on the vegan Discord dating thing, even though having a boyfriend.
Well, I finish video.
Unless she just got a boyfriend and instantly was like, "Kill me now," you know.
Oh, we got the TikTok reaction
That
silence.
seems in port. If even the people getting dragged off the
Okay,
capital
fine.
steps fighting for animal liberation or fucking beating it to pseudo-zoophilia, I don't trust any of y'all motherfuckers. And why the fuck is the vegan community okay with this? That's so... I hate it. I hate it. I hate all.
Should I like this video out of respect? She's only got 13 likes.
yeah. Drop a like if you've got. Wait, is it your? Do you have a?
Oh,
do you
I don't
have
have
a
an
TikTok
account.
that isn't going to
I
dox
need an
you?
account.
You have an account. Okay. Yeah, you will need an account. Yeah.
Never wanted to hear less about a subject than this.
Awesome. that's great. That's banging. That's huge. Okay.
You're
Alright,
either the most
I
annoying
got one
person
more for you.
or you're the least funny satirist. I'm hoping it's the latter.
Jesus Christ.
I kind of want to log in and just type
Fucking
RIP, you know?
That fucking sucks. Do not log in. Okay, I got one more for you. This is one of the first ones that she put out. Okay, I feel like this one. This one sets the scene for me.
You said the same one twice?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I did. Yes.
Is your
Just
hack?
the last link. Yeah, I'll hack you into little pieces, Frog.
I want local vegan friends. I'm bored as hell. That's it. I like venting.
This supports my narrative.
I'm kind of quiet. Unless
Oh, wait.
we're talking about like trauma.
Wait for it.
I'm not a small talk person.
There it is. There it is. I think I'm not a small talk person is probably my number one signifier for someone who's going to kill themselves and probably should. Like, it is the final
I only
step
do big talk.
of like exactly right. I only talk about
Should we
deep
be
stuff
doing
like
TikTok?
trauma.
Am I right, chat?
I've said this a million times. I will say it again. If you are the kind of person who has, in the last 12 months, said, I don't like small talk, you are a bad person. And I mean that not morally, I mean that you are poorly constructed in ways that will hurt you and the people around
Lily,
you.
the previous message is why chat is not on screen.
Yeah, get fucked. Owned. Destroyed. That's why you lost chat
horrible
privileges.
anecdote. What a horrible, harrowing anecdote.
Yeah, that's incredible. I can't believe that Lily posted that, looked on the screen, went, wait, that didn't hit the screen, what the hell? And then was like, hey, why didn't my incredibly horrible story make it onto the stream for free? What the hell? Donate for it. Maybe that's how you get the
you
fish
can make
to
the
tell
fucking
story,
fish
and
say
then that's content, baby. If the fish says it, that's funny. Okay, that's a banger. Alright, no one's gonna complain about that. But yes, if you hate small talk, you are a bad person. You are badly made. You are badly constructed. You should be sent back to the factory.
Well, it just means you're autistic.
It doesn't just mean you're autistic.
Yes.
It means that you have... No, it doesn't, idiot.
Autistic people can't do small talk, dude.
Don't give the non-autists a way out, okay? Yes, all autistic people have this problem. But the real issue is that people are being made autistic by society. Okay, they are being made this way.
With the vaccines?
It's fucking them up. I mean, the vaccines are probably part of it for sure. Wait, no, we can't say that. The vaccines are great. Get as many vaccines as you can.
Every episode you do fucking vaccine denial.
That's true. You brought it up this time, okay? I'm a businesswoman. I have no time for small talk. Small talk. Small talk are the niceties, the conversations that you have that don't seem to mean anything, but are all about implicitly signaling whether you're willing to bring down the formal boundaries between you and someone else to have a more, like, safe, intimate, interesting conversation, right? The reason that people do small talk is because they're trying to vibe you out. If you don't like small talk, what you are saying is, I do not like it when people try to figure out if I'm safe to be around or not, which makes you look like a fucking creep, murderer, schizo, whatever, right? You seem like a weirdo to other people. Stop saying you don't like small talk. It's okay to not like small talk, but that should be something you work on in the same way you don't like eating anything other than fucking chicken nuggies, okay? Get a good diet, get a good social diet, fucking get some exercise, alright? Jesus Christ. Pick up the phone! Call people! Holy shit, I had an argument with someone in the fucking Vosh Discord of all places. They were like fighting their landlord. I literally had to fight them to get them to pick up the phone to the employee, to the fucking, what's it called? They never called. They never called. I fucking sent them the phone number. I kept sending it to them and they kept avoiding it. They were like, yeah, I'm definitely going to fill out this form. And I was like, here's the number to the authorities you can call to get some help. And they were like, yeah, I'm definitely going to submit a form. And eventually I was just like, are you avoiding the phone call? And they told me to fuck off. They got mad and upset. They were not happy that I was trying to get them to use the fucking phone. They did end up calling. I hope it works out. But yeah. This is an autism thing. I agree it's an autism thing. Autistic people are evil. And speaking of evil autistic people, I'm gonna pull Bunkin.
What? No, wait.
Oh no. After this nightmare.
I once dated a trans girl on Discord who really wanted me to murder her. She would tell me all the time about her fantasies of being hit by a semi-truck and turned into gore. She also sent me pictures and videos of herself harming. It was pretty hot and jail.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Christ, that was like a Fuentes level donation.
Jesus
Thank you,
Christ.
Really. That was a Fuentes level donation.
I
That
hope
was
the
really
Chinese accent gets past the censorship.
good. Masked it past the censors, yeah. Ironic that we're using the Chinese accent to get past censors now. We really have come full circle, huh? Alright, Luke. Alright. Hello, Val. How's it going?
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
How are you doing?
I am okay. I've been
Speaking
thinking
of
about
evil
it.
autism.
Yeah, I'm like the evil sociopath autism, like
Oh, yeah.
archetype.
And you hate small talk.
Here's actually a take.
Okay.
I think everybody became autistic over COVID.
I agree. I fully agree. I'm super on board with that. I think that's super
Like
true.
motherfuckers are nervous as fuck to talk to people. Broadly.
It's crazy. Yeah, like you had to take deliberate. The problem is that the autism came automatically, and you had to put in some deliberate effort to undo the autism.
Well, social isolation and
well-adapted
autism
people
have
did
the
that.
same
Exactly.
effects, right? Socially
That's true.
speaking.
Yeah.
What has the same effects?
Social isolation and autism. You know, it just gives you autistic
I would
symptoms.
certainly believe that, of course.
Because you don't understand
That's actually
communication
makes sense,
rules, like conversation rules, because you haven't done it.
Yeah, and conversation rules like adapt over time, and people kind of like form them in certain groups, and those groups are like bonded by.
You fall out of
and
the
like
meta.
everybody being broken up by COVID was like it was nuts. Yeah. What's that?
You lose the small you lose the small talk meta, right? You come back out of COVID, and
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
Game of Thrones, everyone. Game of Thrones. Everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was
What
ages
are you-
ago. What do you mean? Yeah, we forgot
Die.
that existed. Yeah, literally.
So have you been
yeah,
depressed
exactly.
for
It's
2 years
actually
as
that,
well?
though.
then?
Yeah, you locked yourself in a box for 2 years.
Nah, I'm
Yourself in a time
antisocial.
cube.
Listen, I got shit to be doing. If I had all the time in the world, I'd be a social butterfly, I swear to God.
What?
Instead, you're making
They're just
cauliflower
worried it's
wings. I
kind of a
feel like
bitch,
that's not a replacement for a social life.
For socializing?
Cauliflower wings.
You're right, it's not a replacement. It's better than it.
That's true, actually. Good cauliflower
It's like
wings.
it's so much better to be spending my time making cauliflower wings. These things slap. Oh my god.
Do you know what? I hate the variants on cauliflower wings. I swear,
Oh,
like
God.
sometimes they're
Yeah,
the
none
best
of
thing in
them
the
are
world,
good.
and sometimes you get them and they are slop. No, there's some really good ones. You can make some crazy good ones.
No, it is actually.
Yeah, but even like the
fucking
shittest
cauliflower
normal
wings are
chicken
one
wings in the
best
world are
things.
good.
Even the
Shut up.
shittiest normal. That's not true. That is
That
just
is
not
absolutely
true.
He's
What
an
about
idiot.
when the
He
fucking
don't-
breading's rubbing off of the fucking chicken wing and you're just like gobbling? Oh my god.
Still better
idiot,
than
idiot.
bad vegan cauliflower shits.
Well, you can't
Bad
compare good food to bad vegan.
No,
Also,
I
bad
compared
vegan is a high
bad chicken
standard.
wings to bad
Also-
cauliflower wings.
No,
I
bad
put
chicken
it
wings
down.
make you vomit.
Bad cauliflower wings are gonna taste better than bad chicken wings. I would put that down. I think they
Yeah, because it
taste
just
better.
tastes like cauliflower.
Wiz, do I need to
That's
send you a picture of the bad chicken wings again? Wiz, don't fight me on this.
The Mr. Beast chicken wings.
Do you want to play this game? I will send you the Mr. Beast chicken wings. Are you sure? Are you sure
Yeah,
you want
I
to play
like
this
them.
game? Because I will win.
Mr. Beast
But the-
chicken wing.
But yeah,
We
Hold on,
had
so this is
Mr. Beast
I need the
burger,
image.
and it was
I need the
all raw.
image.
Wiz, pull it up.
What do you mean, Wiz? Pull it up. Oh, did you send it? Okay, never mind.
I sent it to you. Yeah. Pull it
Okay.
up. Okay, and then I want you to say, with the image up, I want you to say, these wings are better than vegan wings, okay? Bunk, you can watch on the Discord live stream.
I'm on.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
let me get this up. Let me get this up.
Okay.
Let me get
Alright,
this
Wiz,
up.
pull this up, baby girl.
I
Pull
would
it
eat.
up,
I would
yeah,
have
now-
a Mr. Beast chicken burger. Yum yum yum.
Okay, no, you would eat this instead of
Yeah,
cauliflower
it's like
wings. Say it,
sushi.
Wiz.
It's like sushi.
That's
No,
the
it's
best.
not.
Actually, I'm gonna
You
point this
can't
out right now. I need to point this out right now. This is why being vegan is so fucking good, because you're gonna get sick from that shit. You're gonna die. Okay? If I eat
Yeah,
some
you're
raw
gonna
funk,
die.
I'm not gonna die.
I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna be on the
I'm gonna be
toilet
good.
for a little bit longer than normal.
A 9/11 number of people every year die from salmonella. A 9/11 number
Yeah,
of
I'll
people
take
die
those
every year
fucking
from
odds,
salmonella.
dude.
You're taking those odds? You're gonna 9/11 yourself for a
Because
fucking
you gotta eat
raw
like dirt
chicken
and shit, then
slice,
you got a
dog?
stronger
Really?
stomach and you don't get sick as much, you know?
Bro, just sprinkle a little dirt on your cauliflower wings. You're good to go, baby. You're good to go. Just get some outside dirt.
I'd
Sprinkle that
rather
shit on
have the
top, throw it
Mr.
in the
Beast
breadcrumbs,
burger.
you're good.
Because also I could say, thank you,
rather-
Mr. Beast, while I eat it.
Yeah, then you get to kiss Mr. Beast on the mouth
You
when you're
get
eating it.
you to go find Mr. Beast's shoes and then kiss them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that Jesus Christ thing? You know that Jesus Christ thing where you eat the wafer
Jesus
and it's
Christ
his body?
Superstar?
It's the same for the burgers. It's the same for the burgers. Every time you eat a burger, you're kissing Mr. Beast. Like, actually.
This is his raw flesh?
His form, he transubstantiates into the burger and you give him a little kiss on the mouth while you're eating.
Yeah,
It's
I like
great.
my, yeah.
You're not even
what's
really
it
eating, it's
called?
like a ceremonial thing. They do it like every
It's
Monday.
like yeah. and
Clems
then the
make a
vomiting
good
is you
point. I
purging-
like my
purging
chicken
the
burgers
demons.
rare. There's nothing wrong with that.
There you go, medium rare chicken wings. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright, Bug. I wanna figure out what the fuck the deal is with the negative utilitarians on your side of the aisle, because I know that this is your community. Okay.
This is
first of
my.
all, this is your space. These are literally your people. Okay. I would not be surprised if you knew these people by name. Okay. I would not be surprised.
So I actually got somebody asking me like, "Did you debate this person?" And I was like, I actually don't know, because I debated like a fuck ton of morals last year, like a motherfuck ton of morals.
The answer is
Like,
it's not a no.
I don't know. I have no idea whether I've talked to this person before. I've got zero fucking clue. But it like made me think. I had to
I
like
used to
sit
be
down and
autistic
think about like
and
the
Chinese,
arguments I
but I
had.
heard a black woman call me
with negative
baby today, so
utilitarian.
I'm fished.
Oh.
My god.
No, but I
Did you
had to
miss
like
that?
sit down then to like think about whether I had an argument with them. I was like, what arguments do I have like negative utilitarians last year? I like sort of like searching through my brain. And I realized in like almost every argument, the argument would go like basically the same way. It's like a very easy view to argue against. And I was like, okay, if it's like, if suffering is like is a negative, then non-existence is like the ideal of a human being.
Yeah.
You presumably, like if you had a red button to just kill everybody instantly, would you press it? And they'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah. Normally
Yeah.
the people who are like debate lords would be like, yeah. And then inevitably the next line is, okay, if that's what you think, why haven't you killed yourself yet? And I don't think I'm running that anymore. I don't think I can run that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. Have you? Yeah. Their reply now is, well, I'm not going to kill myself yet, but I am stockpiling explosives to blow up as much cum as possible.
I don't
I'm
know what I
gonna
would
bomb the
say
cum bank.
in response if
Yeah.
they hit me with, listen, well, of course I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm stockpiling bombs away so that I can blow up and like
Yeah.
what do you-
Well, I'm.
hits me with a death. Wait, what are you fucking stupid? Wait, actually,
Yeah.
He should have
You've got-
started a
you've got
fire.
both-
He should have been an arsonist. He should just used heat to ruin the cum.
Stop. No.
I've never even thought. I thought about this for 2
Wiz is
minutes
on
and
the
come up with
fire
a better
bomb
plan.
Walmart.
To be
Anyway,
honest,
well,
to be
if
honest,
it's something as like
the
fragile
coolest-
as cum, which needs to be stored at a certain temperature, the obvious solution is to raise the temperature.
heat it up. Wiz is
All you have to do is go to the IVF clinic, right? I'll be like, oh, I'm too fucking cold in here. Turn up the thermostat, job done.
God. Wiz walks in with a hairdryer.
He's just like the stupidest fucking terrorist in the world.
And it's mass genocide.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, just everyone, make sure to heat up your cum after you jork it. Okay, jork it into a blender. That's the real.
Yeah.
That's antinatalism right there.
I
Just jork
grab
it
a
into
bunch of
blender.
eggs and I chuck them in the cum buckets, you know? They'd swim to it and they'd be ruined.
The cum bucket. Yeah, I
I
remember
know
that
what's going
SpongeBob
on over
episode.
there.
Yeah, the cum bucket. Oh god, that was the worst episode. That's when the season started going downhill. I stopped
What,
watching after
SpongeBob?
that. SpongeBob, yeah, after the cum bucket episode, that was bad.
Bro.
Yeah, with Dankton. There you go.
Who was
Landed
the
the plane.
one? I like the one where like SpongeBob was like a predator.
What?
Did everyone?
You know, remember it? The
He'd
one where, like,
be a
he's
gay
taking them
predator, right?
personally- You guys don't remember that?
No,
What's that?
what the fuck was this?
Wait, how the
No,
fuck?
what's that?
It's like, this is like one of the. Y'all are
Yeah,
like
Bunk, you have to-
uncultured.
Yeah, I need more context. I might know what you're talking about, but you haven't said anything yet.
We're literally a decade older than you.
Give me
I
one
think
second.
probably this is. Sorry, you want us to play SpongeBob, a copyrighted
I know, I just
show?
need to know
I'm
more
making you
context
hip.
in the
I'm making you
episode he
hip.
was a
Yeah,
predator.
I know.
What
You're
does
like
that
a
mean?
decade older than me. I'm getting you in.
All right, Val. Thanks for playing. I'm about to perform negative utility
No,
on you. Okay,
no,
get the fuck
no.
out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. You're done. You're done. There you go. One more life thrown into the trash can.
Nice.
You're out of here. Love you, Bug. Thank you. Everyone say love you, Val. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Love,
So,
but spelling out L-O-V, and then down from the V is Val. E.
L with a capital L for losing to me, the debate winner. I know I did it. Okay.
Value all lovers.
So I do want to focus on the girl a little bit more because there's a couple other interesting things.
Oh.
Most interestingly, I found out that she is actually, and this is something I didn't expect, she's an artist. And not just any artist, an artist who created a product
Porn?
that I enjoy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Porn?
So this is a Kickstarter. We haven't got to that product yet, but this is a Kickstarter, so we can take a look here for now.
Let me get this up. Let me get this up.
I'm just kind of digging into her background. It's like, oh, she's like related to the TTRPG space. That's kind of interesting. Okay, she's got a Kickstarter for some kind of TTRPG. All right, that seems kind of cool. This is kind of my vibe.
Did you say a
art is pretty
titty
cool.
RPG?
A TTRPG, yeah. This would be a tabletop role-playing game, like Dungeons and Dragons,
I
but
thought you
even
said
more
a
nerdy.
titty RPG. Psychedelic samurai
If she made the
role-playing
running game,
kaleidoscope
no.
world of surreal dreams and esoteric textures.
Yeah, so this is not what I'm into, but yeah, I mean, look, she started a Kickstarter.
What?
She got 8 grand.
8
She did
grand.
okay.
She did
She
8
did pretty
times the
good.
goal.
Portland. Yeah, this is a Portland moment, isn't it?
Portland. Are you fucking triggered?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is the thing that she did some work on. The other thing she did was Kingdoms, and this one's interesting because she actually got a shout out on Queen's Quest, which is the biggest tabletop role-playing game show out there, basically, like the biggest one that like reviews and looks at like esoteric weird shit. So I'll send you, this is her tweet, and then I've actually got the link to the episode, so we can have a little look here. We can take a look at Kingdoms in a little bit more detail as well.
Is there a tweet?
She did work on that Kickstarter, and then this is the one that she did herself. Well, I think she did it with a couple other people, but
So it says, OMFG, Kingdom's called out and crying. Y'all are too sweet. As Quinn's leaving this site because he's going to Blue Sky. Is it because he's going to Blue Sky, Smug?
oh really? Oh yes,
I'm
yes.
asking.
I'm sorry. Okay, the
Because he's gone
TTRPG
fucking-
community is very soy.
Jesus
very
fucking
soy. I'm
Christ,
sorry.
dude.
I'm sorry. I'm
Better having
sorry.
lots
I'm
of fun over there
sorry.
fucking
Okay.
each other's wives.
I do my best. I do my best. I do my absolute best. Okay, but here's the little bit where basically they're interviewing a guy who made Hearts, which is like one of my favorite RPGs. It's very cool. And the guy who made Hearts cites her thing as a like her RPG as like as a sort of like pay it forward, you know, inspiration for some of his work, which is very cool.
So, sorry, you want me to play this video?
Yeah, just play it. It's like literally just like 20 seconds. It's just like little proof point,
Let me get it up.
and then we can take a look at Kingdoms.
Oh, did you timestamp it? Potentially?
Yeah, I timestamped it. I'm not a hack.
That's
What do you...
so unlike you. Gee.
A couple of other games that they'd recommend.
The game I would like to recommend is
Okay.
Kingdoms by Sophia Tinney. Kingdoms is
Ooh.
a
There you go.
grotty,
Sophia Tinney.
grimy, felt tip pens and crayons smashed into the book game of lineage and of bringing things together to make something horrible and then go murder a monster. I really rate it. Plus, it's really hard to get, so it makes me look cool.
Just to add to that, Sophia Tinney is like an RPG designer that everybody needs to be paying attention to. The game I'm going to go with is Broken Tales, a fairy tale.
Oh, okay.
role-playing
All right, you
game,
can
but
pause there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough. Sophia Tinney is an RPG creator everyone should be paying attention to.
I mean, they are now, or they
it's-
were past tense.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah. This was like a month ago as well. So this is where I find some stuff kind of interesting. Like, I would really have expected, Sophia, I expected the story to be quite straightforward, right? Miserable, random, TikToker girl who's like completely irrelevant and has essentially a pointless existence, decides to end it all. But it kind of seemed like she was getting some like this is the big, this is the pinnacle of achievement.
She got $8,000.
Yeah, this is the... Well, yeah, but this is the pinnacle of achievement for, like, a small-time TTRPG developer. To get a shout-out on the biggest TTRPG review show. Like, I bought Heart after this show, and I bookmarked links to these other things, because, like, this will get you, like, 1,000 sales immediately. Like, everyone in this community just buys
because
everything
you're, like, gay and poly? Is that why you did it?
Sure, fine, whatever. But my point is that it's weird that, you know, she had all of this sort of, like, growing success, interest in her work, and then she still ended up like requesting that her boyfriend blow her brains out. Suffering from success, maybe like it could be that like the depression was so strong.
Yeah, she was going somewhere. Ended up.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe none of that was giving her any real joy. Like she seems.
She was like my carbon
Twitter,
footprint from using all these markers.
yeah. She's like, wait, I can't be capitalistically successful. That would prove the point. Oh no. Yeah, that's very odd. I think it's a bummer that like essentially that project is dead, right? Like it's never going to be reprinted. It's never really going to be built back up. Like this is essentially like a lost piece of art because this person, you know, burned out and killed themselves or got killed. Like maybe they didn't demand that their boyfriend killed them, but it seems the vibe seems to be the case that they did. I kind of, you know,
with 7 shots to the back of the head.
Yeah. Committed suicide. This is unironically the first case of committed suicide by 7 shots to the back of the head. This is the first time we've done it successfully. We pulled it off. She's not even that successful. I'm not saying she's successful. I'm saying that this is like the moment where your career, like she's got respect on her name in the industry. She's been highlighted on like like the most important show in the industry. I'm not overselling the fact that she got successful. I'm just saying that like this was the start of a successful trajectory, and then she decided to do it, right? Like maybe it didn't lead to enough quickly enough. Like
it's big.
She was. There was opportunity. If not guaranteed success, there was an opportunity here. So I find it kind of strange that this was the time when she
made $8,000 of Kickstarter.
Well, that's that's not a whole lot, but it's for making a book like
compared to fucking
thing,
what we've done, how much money we've made.
Well, that's true. Yeah, okay. I'm probably $8,000 in the hole on this fucking project. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, that's only because you take a lot of cocaine in the pre-show.
That's true. But yeah, I think that it's like a moment to it's a moment to like break into the industry. It's an opportunity to kind of get in. So it's kind of crazy.
Yep. You alright? Get depressed by that? Did you get depressed there?
It's a bummer. It's a bummer, dude. It's fucking rough. It's a shame. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think you'd be upset if she did make board games?
I would have no relation to this person otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, you can only see her as a person because there's a board game connection.
Basically, yeah. Maybe that's an autistic thing.
Basically, you're like, oh, because she has a board game connection, I could have fucked her. That's why you're sad.
They don't look like the same person. They have the same fucking glasses in the pic. Oh, whatever. Well, I mean, hopefully they're not the same person. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe she lives. Maybe she lives. I don't know. She's been pretty quiet. Oh man. But yeah, I think that it's a shame. I'm glad that like she got some art out. I guess that's something.
Yeah, I think that is that the same. I think that is the same person.
I think it's the same person.
I think that's definitely the same person. Same kind of glasses.
Yeah.
Sturdy glasses. This is an older pic, obviously, right?
Yeah. Before they got like depressed, bed stuck. There you go.
Weird.
Yeah, odd. Kinda gay. Oh no! There you go. That's the real cause. Yeah, do we both have face blindness? I guess we both have face blindness. Well, hopefully she's still alive. That'd be great.
This is where she sells her PDFs?
Yeah.
That photo even looks even more. You
7
can't see it, but her photo on here looks even more like her. It's got the brown hair.
I mean, like the TikToks all link up and everything, so I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh
Yeah, that's definitely
literally.
her. That's definitely her.
Yeah. I mean, like the accounts link up from the manifesto. So like the guy.
Yeah.
Now, to be clear, it's possible that the guy is lying, but there's also a news article that independently corroborates all this. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't think. It would be a crazy coincidence if the manifesto guy is pointing to a news article about a girl with the same name, who looks the same, who has the same glass. Like, it's possible. It's possible. That'd be the best news I get all day. But anyway, I think it's more. I'll be honest. Like, this is the sort of the contradictory point in the story is that I wouldn't really expect someone who's like successfully. Kind of, I get that artists are depressed or whatever, but like a break-in, like this is not what I see from this sort of pro-mortalist, anti-natalist position. I guess she wasn't necessarily as pro-mortalist as like the suicide bomber guy. Maybe he was more extreme than her. Maybe it's a guy being a mental case instead of whatever else. But yeah, it's a weird vibe. It's sad. Anyway, I've got one last piece for you in this story, and then we can wrap it up. Okay, I've got one last thing, and it is the guru that they were both learning from. Now, everyone, I want you to picture in your mind. We're gonna play the game again. I'm gonna send it. I'm setting up. Relax.
Yeah, but I need to set up.
All right, fine. Jesus Christ. No! God damn it! Wait, did they take it down? Hold on. No, I can find it. I'm not crazy.
This is why you need to do your stuff before you blow your load.
I did archive it. Hold on. I've got an archive just in case. One sec. I got this.
I hope we get to abort you soon. That'd be fun.
Vamp.
It'd be good to abort you after this segment ends. Chat. Looks at chat. Guys, don't you want to see live abortion, live on air? Abortion?
I could have played Kingdoms on stream, yeah. Why can't these people be the regular kind of depressed? I know.
Yeah. Jesus.
Hold on.
What is Kingdoms? What the fuck is Kingdoms?
It's like a crazy TTRPG. It's like very.
Sorry, shut up. Is Kidok an anti-natalist?
I think so, yeah.
But he's got Botkin. That's his little baby.
Okay, I want everyone to picture in your mind.
AI to be anti-natalist in a meaningful way. Show how much fucking coal he's burning.
I don't think he's. Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah. Well, maybe he wants to kill everyone faster. He's the same vibe.
Oh, he's an accelerationist anti-natalist?
Accelerationist. Well, that's a pro-mortalist. Yeah, that's literally. Here you go. I found it. Okay, everyone, chat. Close your eyes. We're gonna play the game again. We're playing the game again. I want you to picture in your mind. I want you to picture in your mind's eye. Okay, what do you think this guy looks like? He is a guru. Okay, all right, he's a guru. Are you ready? Right. Picturing the guru. Okay. Now, I want before you see it, I want you to.
So
I know that you pick.
Guru. What does this mean? What does any of this mean?
Okay. Well, I need to, let me finish my bit first. Okay. So before you stop picturing the guru, I want you to undo the anti-racism you just performed in your own head. Okay, I need you to undo that anti-racism and then repicture the first guru.
I know, dude. He's still Indian.
The second one. Stop. Okay, I need to undo the anti-racism you did. Okay, because you were right the first time. Your racist instincts were correct. Okay, now you can proceed. So this is the guru that they both followed. Okay, this is the guy cited in the manifesto. This is the guy who supposedly coined the phrase pro-mortalism as a position, an extension of antinatalism. Okay, Russell Brand. Oh my God, you're so close. All right, ship it. Let's see.
3, 2, 1, launch. Bam.
It's Indian Russell Brand, yay!
I just want to say this has got a Samaritan's disclaimer.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we're gonna get one of those. Don't worry.
Nice.
Hello, segment enjoyers on YouTube. Please take a look below for the Samaritans pop up that we've got rolling now.
Nice. Right, you ready?
Yeah. Let's just now. I want to note one important little bit of information here, which is press play. There it is.
How did you originally get interested in writing about the subjects of both antinatalism and pro-mortalism, Emma?
This is a really
He's a
Is this
fucking
in the
stoner.
UK?
This is their guru.
Is this in the UK?
I don't think so.
Look at the wallpaper. Look at the light. Look at the drawing on the wall. It's very
You're right,
fucking
actually, the vibes.
UK.
You're right. The vibes are very
Granny's
UK.
house.
You're right. Yeah, getting high at Granny's. Getting high at Nan's. Man's struggling. Come on, buddy, you got this. There we go. With matches! What's funny is that all the antinatalists smoke. Every single one of them. They're all like, all the pro-mortalists, they all smoke. I mean, this guy's
because your fucking balls curl up and don't work anymore when you smoke.
Well, I guess they all want to die, so there's no reason not to get cancer. There's no reason not to get cigarettes. Who reposted it? On what? What's this? May 12th. it got re-ghosted.
And I had a quick chat with him, and I was quite excited to meet him because I remembered what
You're trying to hear the accent.
5 years ago, and I really loved it. And then he told me that he had this book. So I went home, read the book, thought it was excellent. And then
This, by the way, is what was linked in the manifesto as like the best example of pro-mortalism. This is it.
As for pro-mortalism, I don't remember exactly how we settled on that on the first paper, but I can guess, thinking about my own psychology, I can guess it went something like this.
Incredible stuff.
I'm quite attracted to Epicureanism about death, which is the view that death doesn't harm she who dies. And I was on Saturday.
Yes, it doesn't. That's the like you could say dying harms the one, but again you have to do the calculations. The calculations are what matters there. Is the harm that will be imposed on you for dying, is it same in weight as the harm will be experienced by other sentient beings if you're alive? So
I think the accent's a piss on. I think he's putting on that accent.
You think so? Maybe.
Absolutely.
Maybe you're right.
Absolutely. I can hear an English accent under that.
Yeah, so I think, okay, so
he's talking to fucking, no, Smug. He is talking to moron Americans, putting on an Indian accent to come across as this guru type fucking character.
To come across more guru, is that why guru's hair long as well,
Absolutely, dude. The little goatee as well.
He's
in the UK, he's got an English fucking accent.
The goatee's well kept. The goatee's well kept, but the hair's all fucked.
Yep.
This is all staged. This is performance art. Man's high as fuck. Oh, well, this is the other thing, right? I noticed this as well. Someone in chat clocked it. He exhales way too fast. No wonder he's fucking depressed. He's smoking weed. He's not fucking inhaling.
Look, because think about it. Look how long his hair is. Look how long his hair is, but his face is well groomed.
Yeah. Holy shit, you might have it, dude.
And he's putting on the accent to seem like fucking genuine article hippie guru, because he's just taking down the headwear.
That's crazy. I mean, the dude's not doing super well. Like, he's got 500 subs. He's been doing this for a few years. He's not got a whole lot going on.
He's doing exactly as well as that flat he's in dictates, and it's his mum's flat. Or his
yeah. He basically made a few videos that were like fairly. I guess they got a few thousand views in like the antinatalist space. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ.
10.1k.
God, go to his YouTube channel. Like, go to the actual YouTube channel. There's some great
thumbnails
here. The channel, yeah. There's a hat involved. Okay, we get to the hat that probably is responsible.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Look at that. That's banging. That's banging, dude. Look at that. The bucket hat. That's so
look
sick.
at the door. Look at that door. He's in the UK.
Yeah, you're right. The music's too loud, brother.
Well, no, it's more he's too fucking cool.
Ephetism and promortalism are better than nihilism. I mean, yeah, it's a good.
Wait, he picked a fight with Earthling Ed, my boy. Wait, he picked a fight with a.
But first, I wanted to talk.
What? Hold on. What?
Like my previous video, which was the response to.
Wait! Click on one of the Earthling Ed videos. He picked a fight with a buddy of mine.
Chill out. Send me the video link.
Just go back to
I can hear how excited you are, and it's making me feel disgusted.
Sorry. I think it's very funny that he ended up in a fight. He ended up in a fight with a friend of mine. Hold on.
Dude,
Let me send you this.
What am
Look.
I clicking? Where? This means nothing to me.
Okay, he's a big vegan influencer in the UK. Okay, he's
I told you you can't. Okay, lock it in.
Okay, you locked in. You got it. He got in a fight with a buddy of mine.
Phone is fucking up. Whatever.
In nature, I would say that is immoral, right? Just the act of killing is immoral. So we have notions of morality, both.
Yeah, just the act of killing is immoral. Whether an animal is, I mean, it causes suffering. It doesn't matter if the being is ignorant or intelligent. It doesn't.
What strip is he wearing?
The
Chat.
victim doesn't fucking care. You can't undo the victim's suffering by saying, "Oh, the perpetrator was ignorant. He didn't
What strip is that?
know any better. Oh, they're dumb. That's
Strip?
what they do.
What?
That's what the line's supposed to
Football
do.
strip.
They're
Football
supposed to
strip.
Go hunt and eat the deer.
Oh, I don't know,
Torture
Jackie.
it. Fuck you for defending this. I mean, this. People are so stupid. Even when
This is okay, right? This is, and I think this is really like the fucking bottom of the barrel of this whole ideology. Is that there's a reason that they just keep saying, "Oh, these people who don't get it, they're so dumb, they're so stupid, they're so retarded, they don't know what they're talking about." And ultimately, I think the foundation of antinatalism is just that, first of all, they're depressed, obviously.
Yeah.
But that depression strips away all their delusions, right? And I think a life without delusions is basically impossible. That is basically what depression does. You know, every human, every life form that has sapience understands that it's going to die one day, and you need some system of delusion in order to live in spite of the fact that your death is inevitable. And I think that basically this is a community of people that have lost the capacity to build those irrational constructs of existence on top of what they believe to be their like purely utilitarian rationalist view. I think this is a very good example of like the danger of just being a pure rationalist. I'm sure some autistic fuck like Val can probably explain rationally why you shouldn't kill yourself, but functionally, I think for the vast majority of people, you do need to build some kind of acceptance of delusion into your worldview in order to not off yourself. Like you need to have some kind of construct that can oppose the hyper.
This is how I know I don't have autism, because I've never struggled with thoughts like that.
I've never really done that either. I mean, like I got beaten into wanting to kill myself. I don't think
this
that counts.
entire fucking framework of like, I don't know, looking at like value and shit like that doesn't fucking work that way in my head. Like I just don't think that way. I can't understand it.
Well, I think it's because you're a bit stupid. You're a bit of a stupid guy. That's probably why you can't think hard enough.
Yeah, but they're not that fucking clever, are they? You try to speak to them, they're like, meh, 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 meh. You know what I'm saying?
You're retarded. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Well, I think it's more that like they
just filled their
like
head with nonsense.
Yeah,
that's all that is. It's meaningless fucking garbage.
Yeah, but you fill your head with toys, right? Like your toys are what stops you killing
but the difference
yourself.
is their thing wants them to kill themselves.
Okay, so
they think that's
toys
real.
are good.
You know?
So liking toys insofar as it stops you killing yourself.
I would rather an
is
autistic
positive.
person was autistic about Transformers than fucking killing babies. I don't know about you.
Wiz describes too many things to autism. Well, they weren't real babies. They were fake babies. They were embryos, and they didn't even die. So he injured a few people. That's it.
Do
That's
I
basically what
think
he
about
managed.
killing babies, or do I think about buying Transformers? I know what I want for autistic people. Enjoy your Sonic the Hedgehog. Just don't go as far as fucking.
Yeah.
Christian.
Okay. You know what? I think that's a good bailout clause. Yeah. Autistic people, instead of killing babies, enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Play
There's no
Sonic.
shame.
Do not kill. Okay, you did it. We believe in you. We love you. Please engage in small talk and stop killing babies. Thank you, autistic people. This has been a public service announcement. We love you. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
Fade out.
I want what's best for you, and
fade
it's
out.
not this. It's not this kind of bullshit.
Yeah. Fade out. I get the last line. Fade out. Fade out.
Yeah, my special interest is cum eradication. Exactly. Exactly.
No! The last line is from a chatter? Fuck this. Okay. Fade out. God damn it. Fuck you. Stop farming the closing line of the segment, chat. Stop it. You don't deserve it. You haven't earned it. You haven't paid us enough for it.
Oh dear.
Okay, you don't get to farm the closer.
What's it called? I gotta go pee. So, use chill or something, okay?
You need to go shit? Oh god, okay. Alright.
Go pee.
Hi chat. Okay, I need you, chatters, I need you to prepare your funny fish messages, okay, for the next segment, alright? Because I'm going to be honest, we went all in on that segment, which means that the next two are going to be even more infuriating and sloppy and annoying, okay? We got some good stuff coming up. We're going to take a look at, the Limebikes in London that are breaking everyone's legs. We're gonna look at those like fucking electric scooters and bikes and stuff. Apparently there's a fault in them that makes them snap people's legs now. They're just like leg breakers, just distributed. Fucking bear traps just distributed through the city, so that's pretty fun. And then we're also gonna look at, there's a bunch of academics in America that have begun fleeing America because they're saying we've hit World War II levels of Nazism and we need to run. We're fleeing fascism. So there's an extremely soy movement of academics who are all fleeing the country. So we'll take a look at those guys as well. Smuggling psychosis farming is higher value than the exchange rate of adrenochrome. I agree, which is why I only schizo farm, which can be exchanged 2-to-1 for psychosis farming. Psycho tickets are perfectly exchangeable. Okay, it is a commodity that can be exchanged fairly. Oh no. There you go. I'm hiding my belly from you guys. I'm gonna subject you guys to my belly again because you haven't paid for the abortion. Okay. We need to get this out. Let me see if I can suck my gut in. Oh god, that's probably bad for the baby. All the quesadillas. We actually haven't done a test. I don't know if I'm pregnant or whether it's just I ate too much. Daily save the data? Yeah, maybe. Smug is collecting a horde of schizos. Problem is he is also a schizo, so he can't harness it. You're still pregnant? Damn it. Have you seen those videos of girls who can suck in their pregnancy belly? Like, the baby just disappears. They just, like, self-abort instantly. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You got, like, skinny ladies who, like, have out gut, and then they can just squish the baby. That's pretty funny. Those are fun. It's been so long since I killed a baby. Stop it! Get out of the army! Call Strader Raid, she got a quote hanger. Strader Raid is busy, fucking with our stream, okay? She's busy fucking with our stream dynamic, alright? She has been simping for what's his face Magai, Sam Cedar. Okay, she's burning through her goodwill in the pond. All right, she's dead to me. She's dead to me. She's dead to us. Okay, she's dead. She died. She died in the explosion. This is me announcing that Strader Raid is dead. Strader Raid died in the explosion. Yeah, also give us money, please. That's why you call in. That's why we call in. Yeah, we're gonna call into Strader Raid. We should call into Strader Raid.
You know we can.
She's got a majority. Yeah, she's got a majority report audience right now. Imagine if the pregnant snail showed up. How would she explain that? That'd be fucking awesome, dude. The snail and the doctor snail. Like, we need Strader Raid. You got a coat hanger. We need some help. Yeah, let's ruin her reputation instantly. That'd be awesome, dude. That'd be huge. Oh my god.
Gulpings.
Gulping
again. What are you talking to chat about?
I was letting them know, I was giving them some sneak peeks in some of the upcoming content. I hear that you wanted to talk to me about Lime Bikes. Let's give me a break from yapping. You can carry this segment. Because,
Lime Bikes?
I know you've done vast amounts of research on this topic that you brought to the table. Okay, this is your topic. Very excited. Are you stuffing your fucking mouth, you goblin? You fucking grip. You grip ass freak. Where's my wife? She's supposed to be at home. Did she die? I hope my wife didn't die.
She's preemptively left you.
Babe, are you coming home or are you dead? There you go. Yeah, I'm a voice note wife guy. I'm a voice note wife guy. I leave my wife voice notes. Okay, I'm like a voice note guy. Okay, you tell me this story because I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but it sounds funny. I like Londoners getting comeuppances.
Right, well, chat, boom. Here we go. Ever since I moved away from London, one of my favorite pastimes have been reading stories and articles about how Londoners choose to abuse themselves for no reason. You know, other than
Wait,
how it's done in London. It's true. For no reason, they choose to have a worse quality of life. I never have understood why, but they do, and they do it fucking happily as well. They'll happily be like, let's just fucking live in the worst place on planet Earth and pretend it's fucking great, you know? And somehow, London has found a way to ruin fucking bicycles. That's right. They fucking, the most basic, the oldest, you know, form of free, or well, free once you've got it, or easy public transportation has been ruined by London yet again, you know? They came for fucking trains, they ruined that. They came for fucking buses, they ruined that. Now they're doing the fucking bikes. So, in London, you've got these things called Limebikes. They were initially called Boris bikes. What they are basically is pay-as-you-go bicycles, right? A lot of cities have them, but they're called Limebikes in London. They're made by the Lime Company or whatever the fuck. You scan your little credit card, beep, 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 beep. You pay like a tenner for like an hour or whatever the fuck it is. Ridiculous London slop prices. Smug? I knew he wasn't there. I knew you'd left. He's left. You see that? You try to be all sneaky to get me to lead the charge.
No, I'm here. I was always here. I'm never not here. Don't be silly, sweetie.
How much are Lime bikes nowadays? Do you know?
Fuck. You know what? I don't use them, so I don't fucking know. Honestly, my experience of Lime bikes is that I live in like a nice little area. Pretty cool, pretty gentrified, lots of like, it's like, there's like canals nearby, and all these side lanes by the canals get jammed up by Lime bikes in the summer, and I literally mean, you'll be walking along this path, I swear to God, you will walk into
people just leave
an
them at their
eldritch
arse.
entity. Yeah, but no, like, you will walk into a pile of Lime bikes, and I mean pile, like a wreckage pile of Lime bikes that have stacked up so high, you have to crawl over them to get over the path. There's like 50 of them in a like 2x2 meter radius. There will be like 50 just slammed in one spot. Because I think the app tells you where to leave them, and if you don't make the app happy, it like gets mad at you.
Yeah.
So people just have to like jam them all on top of each other. I think so. That's the only way I can explain it.
Yeah, because there'll be designated pickup spots by the trucks, because there's this whole circuit of men that go around at night in vans and pick up Lime bikes wherever they're left.
Yeah, but like I'm getting so angry. I'm going to start throwing every single Lime bike I see into the canal. I really am. I've actually reached that point. There's no, I need to tell everyone something. This is a real important public service announcement. No one can stop you from smashing the scooters and the bikes. I want you guys to know this. There's really no way. There's no consequence. You can just beat the shit out of them. You can pick them up and slam them on the ground and smash them to pieces. Yep. You can smash them to smithereens.
That's part of the problem. They're single-use bicycles.
Yeah, I mean,
they're designed with that in mind.
Smash them, steal the batteries, use them for vape, use them for vaping.
People do it, and they'll just flood the fucking market with even more.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, let's get this fucking... Okay. So, this article is London-centric investigate. Lime bikes keep breaking Londoners' legs.
Oh! Okay, I'm definitely not touching them now.
Okay, the last thing Alex remembers before his leg shattered on the London street was trying to apply the brakes on his Lime bike. It was last July, and the 30-year-old was cycling to work near Liverpool Street Station of London City when a pedestrian stepped out of the road ahead of him. Liverpool Street Station is a very busy part of town. Very busy.
Yeah, super dangerous.
Alex, a regular Lime bike user who commuted to rental e-bikes every day, judged that he had plenty of distance to stop in time. He pulled hard on the brake levers, but he said they did not respond, and the Lime bike just carried on.
My God!
That's what I mean, they're slot bikes, they're single-use bikes. You have no idea about the maintenance condition of the bicycle that you're riding on, because it could be ridden by like 1,000 people or one person, you know? You don't know how often they're fixed, how often they're obtained.
Do you know about this thing in London where the youths, all the fucking young bloods, they will hop on Lime bikes, and if you gun it hard enough, you can cycle through the lock? Do you know this?
Well, do you know why that's the case?
No, all I know is that I'll see a bunch of utes coming down the street, and it'll go da 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 da, because all the bikes are just clipping through the lock every time they cycle through it.
So I did some reading about, and I think it says in this article as well. There's no safety checks or standards for these bikes.
Of course.
They don't have to reach any threshold of safety. They don't need it. These are electric bikes, by the way. They're basically like very low power,
vehicles.
like motorbikes. Yeah, like Vespas, basically. You know, but very low power. There is no safety checks on these things. You know.
That's insane.
So the bike just carried on, lacking any option. He swerved to try and avoid a collision. Pedestrian before falling sideways, with the Limebike landing on top of him. At first, Alex thought he was simply dazed and bruised. Here's a picture of a Limebike.
Oh no!
But the
Yeah, it's
pin
a
hit
guillotine.
him. The Limebike's
look at that
central
fucking thing.
struts, a single bar of curved metal which holds the e-bike's chunky rechargeable battery in place, had smashed against his leg and crushed his bone with enormous force against the road.
Oh my god.
Whoa, initially judged as a non-engine by the ambulance service because it's fucking London. Alex lay on the street for an hour in excruciating pain while waiting to be taken to hospital.
I once got in a car crash. Where a pickup truck, by the way, this is part of a longer series of stories that I won't get into now. Essentially, a man tried to deliberately, I think, assassinate me.
Oh god.
And he smashed his pickup truck. He was a traveller from like the Irish mafia community. He smashed his pickup truck into the back of a car. I was commuting with a buddy into work, and he smashed into the back of our car. Literally caved it in. If I was in the back seat, I would be mulched. Like the back seats disappeared.
God.
Like that's how deep the crush went. I got hit so hard that my entire front seat, I was in the passenger seat, disconnected from the car and threw me into the windshield, still attached to the seat. That's how much force we got hit by this truck, this pickup truck. The guy like drags the car back out of it and then fucks off into the distance. And I was concussed, I was bleeding. People who stopped to like kind of help, you know, the person driving, like she was just in total fucking shock. She lost her fucking mind. She was useless. She was retarded.
Yeah.
And I ended up, I was just like covered in fucking blood. I was soaked in blood. I was like pouring out of it, my fucking ears and nose. I was concussed so badly. The ambulance took 3.5 hours to show up. We were sitting on the side of the road in the cold for 3.5 hours because the ambulance didn't consider it urgent. It took them that fucking long to get down the road. And when they showed up, they were like, oh, we really should have been here sooner. And we would have been calling them, like chain fucking calling them. Yeah, this is just London hospital shit. Yeah, London NHS.
This continue reading about Alex's fucking injury here because it was only when he was x-rayed in the hospital that it was revealed that his femur, the upper leg bone in his right leg, was just shattered into pieces.
How do you even fix that when it's shattered into pieces? What do you even do? There's nothing to split back together. Alex
was asked by a doctor how he achieved such a severe injury as a cyclist. The doctor said, this sort of accident that comes from motorbikes. This is not a bicycle accident. He couldn't believe the logistics of how I got there, you know?
Fuck me.
But yeah,
dude.
He basically had to get a metal pin, and he apparently narrowly avoided severing his femoral artery, which would have basically killed him on the spot.
Fucking hell, that's the end
and
of
as you
your
can see,
leg,
that's the
at the
fucking
very minimum.
pin. From a bicycle. From being unable to apply the brakes on a bicycle because the brakes didn't work. On a corporate company bicycle. They're available to the public. Children can get on these, you know?
That bike got put back on the market covered in blood. Like no one noticed.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah. They've been hosed down, you know?
Jesus.
And basically you think like, wow, this is like a horrible tragic accident, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently London Centric spoke to 3 Londoners who in recent months have received severe leg breaks after falling off Limebikes and having their bones shattered. Shattered!
No, it's happening repeatedly! Oh no!
All had similar stories they wanted to share as a warning to others. All of the incidents happened during the daytime. None of the individuals involved had been drinking. All 3 had concerns about the maintenance of the brakes of Limebikes. They also felt that the design, weight, and speed of the e-bikes used by Lime can transform what should be relatively minor falls into life-changing injuries.
You don't need a license or anything either, right? Like you can just hop on these fucking things. Teenagers can and do.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere.
They are just they're free playthings. I hopped on one when I was driving because I avoid these things, scooters and bikes. I try and avoid them because I know I'm retarded and I will die. I have ADHD. I'll get distracted and I'll fucking plow into the side of a bus full speed. It will happen. But I got drunk, and to impress a girl once, I did hop on them and just kind of like, you know, I used to do a bit of BMXing, used to do a bit of tricks and stuff. I hopped on this fucking thing. It is so heavy and so fast. You can go so quick. You can apply so much force so quickly. It's crazy. I hopped on that thing. I was like, I feel like I have a good sense of like dangerous, you know, I used to skateboard, I used to BMX, like I have a sense of like where the danger levels are. That shit, I was like, I've immediately achieved a life-threatening speed within like 12 seconds, and I'm drunk, I hopped on this, there's no protections, there's nothing, I could just fucking die easily. Still impressed her though, but yeah, it was very risky.
Yeah, well, it's so prevalent that apparently one of the people that went in for a broken leg, a staff member just went like, Limebike?
No!
And another
so
person that
funny.
went in, the doctor apparently said to them it was the 4th broken bone he'd seen that morning from Limebike accidents.
What is happening? Oh my god! This is why, thank God, London has good public transport. At least, like buses and tube will get you everywhere. You don't need these fucking things. They're like a bit more efficient, but honestly, not worth it. I just walk everywhere.
Yeah, so this is the spokesperson of Lime said, we are saddened to hear about these unfortunate incidents, and we wish these riders a swift recovery. At Lime, safety is our highest priority. It guides how we design and maintain our vehicles, how we develop technology and educational materials to encourage safe riding, how we work with sites to provide safe riding environments. Lime's strong safety record in London has resulted in 99.99% of trips ending without a reported incident.
Do you know what that means?
A reported incident to Lime.
Well, not just that, but that's Lime saying that. Another way of saying that is, it is true that 1 in 1,000 rides will end in a reported incident.
Yep.
They would use a bigger number. They would use a higher number if they had access to one, but they don't.
Yep,
like they're saying 1 in 1,000
and these
rides
are used in the thousands
tragedy.
every day. That's a really high percentage, you know?
Yeah.
Also, notice they say they don't follow any laws, any design documents, any safety standards or regulations. They just cite their own internal design and maintenance guides.
Bro, okay, so they're saying in 2024, 16 million Lime journeys were taken in the year.
Ah! That's awesome.
That's Wiz cackling. That's Wiz cackling with the laughter of imagining 1,000 Londoners with shattered femurs. That was the joy you heard in his voice there.
Oh dear.
So that means that every single day, 40,000 people, 40,000 trips are being taken. With Lime's numbers here, they're saying essentially that about 40 terrible things happen a day. Based on their company.
40
awesome.
incidents a day
40.
are reported.
Yeah, this is conservative as well. I've been ranting
To
down
Lime,
on everyone.
not even to like doctors, to Lime themselves.
Yeah, reported instances to Lime. Yeah, 40 incidents a day. That's crazy.
In one city.
That's crazy. Imagine if
record
40
in
people
London.
a day.
They specify in London as well.
Imagine, wait, 1 in 10,000 to be fair? Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so 4 or 5 a day. Fine. Still though, like imagine
that's
4 or 5
reported to the
people.
company.
Yeah, that's reported to the company. Imagine if 4 or 5 people a day were shattering their femurs on the London bus. No one would be okay with that. No one would be okay with that. It's like, yeah, you use the tube, okay, but 4 or 5 people a day have their legs shattered by the tube doors closing on them. There's a guillotine at the front of the fucking station. The Oyster card, the barriers that close so that you can't get through without paying, they shut on you and just crush your ribcage. Four people a day get crushed to death in the fucking ribcage smasher. Yes, 1 in 10,000. I'm bad at maths. I'm not a quant. Die. Fuck you. No one cares. You're right.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's still funny. Anyway.
A leading London surgeon who specialises in knee reconstruction has told London Centric that he has seen a big increase in Limebike related injuries arriving on his operating table. So the rates are like increasing basically because what I think it is, at least this is my guess, is these bikes have been on the street for so long that
and they're never gonna get maintained.
They're just starting to like fail basically, and I don't think Lime has any way to track which bikes are failing or not. You know, so I don't think this will ever be fixed.
Yeah, you're right. This is such an interesting thing. Like the idea that there's so many.
There's a new thing in hospitals as well. Apparently, it's known as lime leg, and it's when your leg gets destroyed by a lime bike.
That's fucking awesome. That's so great. So what's breaking the people's leg? Is it just because it's heavy? It's heavy, it's fast, the brakes fail, and
it's an electric bike, so it goes quite high speed, and the brakes aren't working.
But look at
in
the
most
middle.
cases. Yeah, let me get this.
Imagine applying the force of a human body plus like 20, 30 kilometers.
Section, that weighs a ton.
Kilometers an
That'd
hour.
be like about 5 kilograms, the battery alone.
Yeah. That slams into your leg as you fall over. You slip sideways. You are moving at like 20, 30 kilometers an hour. And then you get crushed. Like, a car crash at 30 kilometers an hour is unpleasant to experience. Now imagine doing that on a fucking line bike.
Which is the fact that they found a way to make bikes evil through laziness.
What's their top speed? 20. They go like 20 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, but London's all up and down hills. 20. That'll be on like a fully flat plane.
No, wait, what? No, 40. What? They go up to 40. Oh my god! Holy shit! Wasn't there literally? We have similar heavy electric bike here, and it's not happening here. There might be regulations in your country. I don't know. That's so funny. Lime leg is crazy, dude.
I read this and I was like, Jesus Christ. And I got a bit of catharsis from it as well. Just buy a fucking bike. You know?
That's going crazy. Oh, apparently they limit it. Okay. It says... Well, that's weird because... The e-bike specialist says
electric bikes are dangerous, but the argument is they're so prevalent all across London. There's like hundreds of thousands of these bikes littered literally everywhere. In every public space, you can just jump on a lime bike. And also now it appears the technology inside them is failing, specifically the brakes.
Yeah, I like that the brakes are the ones that are fucking falling apart. How do you not get absurd wheel wobble at that speed? Well, again, these are basically mopeds. Like, they're pretty heavy.
Yeah, because it's the chassis. Look at the chassis. People say that's like the bar in the middle of the bike. No, it's like a full chassis. You know? It's reinforced.
Yeah,
there's no suspension in them.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, and this is all without user error, right? Add any amount of user error, add any amount of like drunkenness.
This is a person. The story in question is a person that uses lime bikes to cycle to work every single day.
Yeah, so kind of maximizing the. Well, okay, I've got. Have you?
He knows how to use a bike.
I think we should. we should probably look at scooters as well because they're even more dangerous.
Oh yeah, well I only know because this is bikes and bikes are. I don't know, a very old part of human fucking culture that nobody seems to fuck up on that scale.
I think scooters is interesting because they also go crazy fast. But 320 people died from e-scooter collisions in 2023.
In London or just... Oh shit, in London? This is a good article.
It's just Department for Transport. So that probably would be London, right?
Yeah, no, the article says...
Police. Holy! 320 Londoners dead from scooters in 1 year.
Yeah,
so these are crazy because I guess not all of them are the borrowed ones. Some of them are like people's own personal e-scooters. But
these
like
these
similar situation.
E-scooter. This is like yeah, okay, yeah.
But you know there's as many of these fucking e-scooters as there are Lime bikes, right?
Yeah. But the Lime bike numbers are still higher than this from what we looked at.
Yeah. Well, not 320 casualties? I don't think so. They said there was...
Does casualty mean... Casualty isn't fatality. It means instant. It means accident.
Oh, you're right. It includes injuries. Sorry, you're right. Jesus.
Across Britain, there's...
Okay.
In 2020, there was only 484, and last year there was 1,387.
So it seems like 10% of them. So that's 100 with the rentals.
Yeah.
Just grabbing the...
But I think these are like... The scooters are relatively new, whereas Lime bikes have been on the roads for, what, like 5 or 6 years now?
So yeah, they're deteriorating, basically.
They're deteriorating, because this technology isn't built to last. E-bikes are not built to last, you know? And it looks like...
Yeah.
The real story here is Lime choosing to put outdated hardware on the streets at the risk of hurting the users, so they don't have to sacrifice profits on repair and maintenance, basically.
Do you know one of the reasons why people get injured on the e-scooters?
I don't know. Dick too big?
No. they're geofenced, which means they shut off the instant that you leave the area they're allowed to be functioning in.
Jesus.
So literally, they stop working as soon as you exit the allowed regulated area for them to operate in. They're geofenced, and that has itself caused injuries. They literally cut you off, yeah. So the engine literally cuts out the second it enters a banned zone.
Jesus. That's just more fucking horrendous capitalism fucking... How do we make a profit off of everything?
Yeah. They have a name for it. Apparently, it's called clipping. When the engine just suddenly chokes the second you step over the geofence, and you just go flying over the fucking handlebar.
That's awesome.
How fucking awesome is that? You have entered a restricted area. Please turn. Oh my god! It's
Please
the
enter another pound coin to keep going.
No, you are leaving the battlefield. It's literally you have 10 seconds to turn around. You are leaving the battlefield, and it just insta kills you. The scooter just stops and just flips you off of it. It's fucking awesome, dude. That's
for
so
me,
sick.
the Limebikes as well, part of the reason it's so like crazy is like murder attempts have historically been like cutting the brakes, right? That's what you think of like how to kill someone using transport. Like, or the novelty of like, oh, he's an expert cyclist in a murder mystery, cut his brake wire or whatever, you know?
But they're doing it capitalismly. they're just not giving a shit about the maintenance costs. Yeah, but this is such a common thing. It's like just make a thing that will be okay for a couple of years, and then by the time you've got the big pile of money, no one can really stop you. You're like that's it. Like you never have to do any maintenance. You just make a thing and then fuck off. Like it's such a basic principle of like capitalist grifting to just.
I'm looked after. Sorry, I'm just reading the side of the bike. I'm looked after by Good Cycles, a social enterprise helping young people into work. So they're maintained by cheap labor.
Oh no! They're like getting the youths to fix the bikes that they probably scuffed up. You drive a Limebike. It's a virtuous cycle, dude. You drive a Limebike into a baby, you get 6 months community service, and then you have to fix Limebikes so that other people can drive them into babies. There's actually Lime gets a bunch of free labor. The youths get occupied. You know, we get to surveil them, make sure that they don't get up to any more funny business. And antinatalists are happy because we keep running babies over with bikes.
Jesus.
It all works, dude. It all works. Cheap viewers on stream, Bo.
Whoa, awesome.
Hell yeah. If only we had... How do you... Oh, sick. I forgot you can just drag to ban. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like Tinder.
Are we just turning London into Live League? Turning?
Yeah. Where do you think you are? Yeah, I've been held up with knives like every couple of years for my entire teenage childhood, basically, like from age 12.
I don't know if that's just a teenager thing, because that happened to me. Then it just stopped happening when I was no longer a teenager.
It's definitely a London thing, that's for sure. It got to the point where people would hold up a knife at me and I'd keep walking, and they would be too embarrassed to keep going. Like, it wasn't a toughness thing. It was
I never had anything in my pockets.
Well, I mean, they took my phone a couple times. That was really the only thing I ever lost. It was like a shitty Sony Ericsson or something. Yeah. You are now exiting life. Please pray to the god of your choice within the next 5 seconds. Thank you for your custom. Yeah. It's the future arm with suicide booths, but they're mobile, so they're more efficient.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, man. That's rough.
It's the Doctor Who episode Oxygen.
Oh, no.
Which is actually a good episode of Doctor Who.
I forgot. Can we do a different story and not Doctor Who, please?
It's the last story we've got, pal.
Actually, I have another story. It's about academics leaving America because they think fascism is happening.
Ugh.
Well, that's how I feel about the Doctor Who episode.
Yep, that's why we're gonna do it.
You listen to my vegan antinatalism stuff. We'll do
you got 2 hours. I want 2 hours.
You behaved. You were a good boy. So I'll let it slide this time.
I ate my vegetables. I ate my veggies.
You did. You ate your veganables. You chowed down. Okay. No! Oh my god! Fuck me, bro! No, I don't consent. I don't consent. No, I see what you're tinkering with over there. I see you fiddling about with your fucking. I see what you got the wand behind your ears. You got the fucking sonic screwdriver behind your ears. I see it. No, you can't make me. You can't make me. You can't make me.
Where you go? Ba 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 beep. Hey chat.
No.
Hey chat.
No. I don't consent.
Bam,
I
ba,
don't
bam,
consent.
bam, ba, bam. Oh,
Oh God.
What's happened to you?
There we go.
What's happened to you?
I don't. Put me down. Put me down. I
What do
don't
you
want to be
mean
here.
put you down?
Put me down. I'm in the Mavity field. I'm in the Mavity field. You put me in the Mavity field. Let me go.
Come on, Dan. Look at
You
your big
triplicated
belly.
the
That's
Mavity
horrible.
field. You triplicated the Mavity field.
Come
Okay,
on.
I'm
put you down.
Oh.
Oh, don't. That's bad for the baby.
Oh no. Oh no, dude. Oh no.
Yeah, oxygen is about them. You have to like pay for hours of oxygen. What?
Dude.
No, get it back. We never hit the goal. Get it back. Suck it out. Push it out.
Shit. I don't know where it went. It shot out off it.
I can use space science. Don't worry.
No, wait, no, I don't. No, I don't consent.
Suck his tummy out. There you go. I time traveled the baby back inside you.
Did you just put the baby back in time?
Yeah, well, I put it forward in time because you went back in time, and that's why the baby disappeared.
Doesn't that suggest that if you go back too far, does the TARDIS just show up in a woman's womb and then they explode? Well, because if you go back in time before the time the Doctor Who was born, when did Doctor Who get his credentials?
No, let's not go through this. Let's not go through this, dude. Throw up the spoiler tag. What video?
Oh, okay, fine. I don't have the spoiler tag anymore. I think I threw it away.
Yes, you do. Don't be an idiot.
Oh, but it's so much effort to think about.
You should have it as OBS headset. It doesn't go anywhere.
I know, but I'm lazy. You know I'm lazy.
Doesn't go anywhere. Guys, me and Smog watched Doctor Who this week. That's right. I got Smog to watch Doctor Who again because he loves it so much.
He made me watch another episode, and I
boy!
hate him for it. That's the worst episode of anything I've ever seen. And I said that last time, but I mean it this time as well. It's really consistent.
It can always get worse.
Dude. This is your Whiz Watchers segment.
I was the doctor. Now I'm the doctor. I was the doctor. Now I'm the doctor. I was the doctor. Now I'm the doctor.
Oh yeah, the jingling keys enjoyers on your Star Wars
For
Doctor
new
Who channel.
viewers,
I fucking love that
optimal
one,
volume
bro.
for the Pondscum podcast is between 12 and 15 on the YouTube player.
Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it. Thank you. You know this is going on the second channel for the Doctor Who Whiz Watchers fans. That's a fucking awesome, dude. That's huge. That's sick. That's fucking sick. I can't find this, dude.
Yes, you can. You're lazy.
Okay, fine. Set the scene of the fucking episode so that I don't have to, because it makes me angry to think about it. For 30 seconds.
Okay. Give me a second. Before we get there, gotta do
brother.
Do one last thing here. Oop. Yeah, that's right.
Oh no. Fuck's sake.
What's wrong with this?
It's fine.
We could go
Bro, I
back.
can't find it. I lost the
Inside
spoiler
planet.
sign.
We'll just get a new one. What are you worried about? Guys, we watched Doctor Who.
That's even more effort.
Oh my god, are you gonna talk over me doing the intro?
Sorry, do the intro, sweetie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
See, me and the Fish are both in our Doctor Who costumes.
Action.
Okay, this week, me and Smug went into Doctor Who. We went to the far future, to the Eurovision in the year 3300 something. And Rylan was presenting it. But lo and behold, the Eurovision in Space, the Interstellar Song Contest, is hijacked by terrorists. Hell-bent on destroying 30 trillion people or something crazy like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And getting into spoilers. I can't really explain the rest of the episode without this tag. Okay, getting it. Jesus, you're a fucking lazy cunt.
Sake.
Jesus, you're.
Stay mad.
Jesus,
fuck you,
you're a lazy
asshole.
cunt.
I hate this world. I told you.
Jesus, you're a lazy fucking cunt. What's wrong with you?
Get fucking screwed, bro.
What is wrong with you, dude? This is why you don't host the show anymore. That's why I took it away from you. I asked you to get a still JPEG of a spoiler sign. You can't even do that.
It was Rage, bro. It was Rage. Rage did it. Okay, Rage did it. All right, you put ice in my heart, Wiz.
Shut the fuck up.
You put ice in my heart.
Ice in my heart. My heart, my achy breaky heart.
Babes, you made me genocidal, babes. Alright, right, go ahead. There you go. Oh my god, I fucked it again twice. Let's go.
How are you doing that? How is that even possible?
Really. I'm pretty bad at my job.
There we go.
You
Yay! Right. Pull it down a little bit because it's being covered by the dono.
Oh my god, fine, I'll get it. Ugh.
Where is it?
Wait, it's just, I don't know, I lost it. Hold on. I think it's here. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
Alright, there we
just
go.
check it out. Check up in the corner there.
Fucking hell. Alright.
Put it up there. Go on. Whoa, jump.
Gravity field, please. Gravity field, please. Fuck, shit.
You know this.
Ow.
So,
there you go.
This episode, the Eurovision episode, was secretly, not so secretly, a metaphor for the October 7th attack. That's right.
I genuinely can't. I actually can't. I can't. It's too bad. It's okay, fuck. I took notes while I was watching it, and I really regret taking notes, but...
Well, I think it's best if you talk through it, because I don't want to tarnish the chat's opinion on this, you know? Where I'm going to be the devil's advocate, so it's better if you make the case.
Okay, so basically it's the Eurovision Song Contest, which is a big European... international song contest. Everyone should know it, basically. And there's been some controversy this year, even with Israel being involved in it and getting second place.
And Shuti Gatwa was announced as the presenter for the UK in the most recent Eurovision. And in light of this episode, he has stepped down from that role.
Yeah, so already it's created actual international Eurovision drama based on a fucking shitty Doctor Who episode. Very funny. So they're doing this, and there's like a bunch, as always, there's a bunch of random robots, and they're like slaves or whatever. They're not really important. We don't think about the robot slavery.
Yep.
And then they start walking around, they're stomping around going, I'm phase 1. I've been phase 1 activated. And you're like, wow, the plot is happening.
They're supposed to be attendant robots for the Eurovision, showing people into their seats.
So all the attendant robots who show people into their seats also all happen to have like a cowboy laser handgun, so they all whip it out and then they go, the Palestinians in charge now. And then a white guy who's meant to be a metaphor for Palestinians shows up and he's like, I'm Kid, and I'm from a species.
He's from the planet Helia. He is a Hellion, and he's got devil horns.
Let me say the quote. I wrote down the quote when it happened because it made me physically ill, okay? So after phase 1 activated, which is literally draft script writing, okay, we have a guy walks in. He looks like a disaffected youth. He says, hi, in a very gay, campy voice.
Oh my god, have we just been raided?
Oh,
guys, this is incredible timing. We're about to talk about the October 7th episode of Doctor Who. Welcome, chat. This is actually, for the first time ever, this is about you guys. Welcome. Doctor Who's most recent episode was about October 7th. I'm not joking. Totally real. And that's what we're fully fucking talking about. Get the fucking pregnant belly out.
I'm
Get the
pregnant belly out. I'm sucking
dude.
in my gut. No, you can't make me. You can't make me. I'm sucking it in. I'm sucking it in just for... Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Okay. Yep, we're talking about Doctor Who, unfortunately. Very unpleasant, very unhappy, sorry.
Babylon 5, that first had the 6th Doctor as a villain in it. Yeah, I know my shit.
Stop doing trivia! Oh my god, he's the worst! He's the worst! Don't forget to like
the stream. October 7th episode. Okay, so let's talk about who the bad guys are. Sorry, as you're going.
Okay, alright. So anyway, the episode starts, we're doing the Eurovision Song Contest, and then the guy walks in and he goes, hi! And then someone turns around, the lady in charge, she goes, who the hell are you? And he says, who the hellion you mean? And then he stops for 2 minutes, winks at the camera several times, and then says, that's my species, and my name is Kid. This is script writing!
Yeah.
They wrote a script! That's, okay. I've said...
And in case you missed it, right? The Hellions is what they're called. They're supposed to be like a Palestinian allegory or whatever the fuck. They have devil horns and they're called Hellions from Helia.
Yeah. They've got devil horns, which is an analogy for something.
Lorebox said your Doctor Who takes are garbage. That man has never watched a TV show in his life.
Yeah, he's too autistic to have experienced media in any meaningful sense. I don't know why you would expect anything else. I don't get why you thought Loaderbox would be able to take you through any media content. Other than Israel Palestine, which is just an entertainment product.
Yeah, it was just like Big Brother, but at war.
Yeah, it's just Big Brother, but with lots of murdered children. It's little brother dies. It's your little brother dies. Actually, is the name of that show. Speaking of Israel-Palestine, if you like the stream, that will help us out a lot. It's free, and you should do it to support small creators. And also, if you spend £1, you can make the fish say whatever you want in a funny voice.
Yep.
So please spend £1 and make it yap at us and yell at us. He says funny things in a funny voice. He has a gun. He may hurt us. We don't know. He's got a gun. He's in charge. We are not in charge. The guy's in charge. He's got a gun. Please do not make him say scary things while he's holding the gun. There we go. TTS. You can click on the link there. Thank you, Oscar, for posting the link. Love you. In the YouTube, perhaps, where all the new people are, would be awesome, dude.
Same place,
rather than the Twitch. But, okay, fine. Whatever. Close enough. Anyway. So, that is a line that is so bad. I once had a dream where I said a line that was nearly the same to a girl I had a crush on when I was 14. I had this dream when I was 14. I had a crush on this girl in school, and I had a dream that was so embarrassing that it made me stop having a crush on her. Because she said something like, wow, you really saved the day, because I was like a superhero or something. I was 14. It's incredibly cringe. And
you said, don't kiss me, I'm gay.
I said something along a line. I said something like, "Saving the day is my deal," and you look beautiful too. And then I flew off. And then I
Sorry,
woke
babe,
up
I gotta
and
go save
like,
Israel Palestine, and you flew into the sky.
And then I woke up and my mind was so shattered by how embarrassed and cringe I was. I stopped having any kind of a crush on that girl instantly. It was over. That was over. Okay, that was a dream where my brain produced cringe that made me stop being interested in a girl. This line literally made me remember that for the first time in several years.
It caused PTSD? Is that what you say? It triggered you?
Who the hellion you mean? That's my species and my name is Kid. That felt like the line from my dream. I can't explain why. Exactly the same vibe. Exactly the same vibe. So, okay. So the guy does a terrorism attack. Okay, he does his October 7th. I wrote down...
How does he do it? How does he do it?
Well, okay, so basically...
He does October 7th on Eurovision.
Yeah, so basically they're having a party. It's like 100,000 people who are all like partying in like a concert hall, basically. The concert hall's in space. Yeah, and it's protected by like a magic air bubble, right? Like a shield that keeps space out, you know, like standard sci-fi shit. What he does is he pops the bubble using like technology, and then the bubble disappears. And this was the moment where something in me went, "Oh my god, this could be fucking awesome." I literally said, "Okay." I said, okay, I wrote this. Okay, killing 1 million people would be pretty fucking cool.
I feel the same.
I hope they... Yeah.
Because visually the way they do it is the bubble sort of pops, and they get sucked into space, and it looks like a scene from Nope. You know? They get sucked, thousands of people are getting sucked out of the stadium into space and like freezing to death.
There is a moment where I'm watching it and I'm like, I've not seen in years. This is like a 20-second sequence of 100,000 bodies being all sucked into space. This is like a scene from The Expanse. That is how horrific and brutal it looks. It is crazy.
Because it's supposed to be October 7th.
Yeah, so I wrote, okay, killing 1 million people is pretty cool. Brackets, I hope they don't magic them all back to life because they're pussies. We'll come back to that. But then I lost all faith the second they cut to the celebrity Rylan, some like guy I'm supposed to know apparently. I don't know British culture.
You ever heard of Rylan? He's a fucking hack.
I don't know. He seems like a hack that took over. I imagine he took over like fucking X Factor after I stopped watching it 10 years ago. But yeah, he looks like Ant and Dec fucked each other and then got a tan, basically. Like he's just like some horrible amalgamation.
Made of plastic.
Yeah, but also made
of
plastic.
He looks like a classic Doctor Who bad guy with a rubber mask.
So imagine this October 7th scene, okay? 100,000 people pulled into space. Horror.
Dead in an instant.
Like the characters who are watching it, dead in an instant. It is a nightmare.
And including this, the Doctor gets sucked into space as well, so you're led to believe the Doctor's been killed on October 7th.
And then you cut to the celebrity out alone in space, freezing, ice forming over his face. Doctor. And he looks at the camera. No, not the Doctor, Rylan. And he looks at the camera. Yeah, and then he looks at the camera, he does a big grin, like kind of muggy face, and goes, "Oh, not again," because he's been cryo-frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they end the October 7th tragedy with a funny little quip from the celebrity apparently I'm supposed to know. And of course, 1 minute later, the whole thing's undercut because it turns out, no, they're not dead because of literally.
Well, you forgot the punchline to that scene is when he bursts this big like gas dome that's keeping them all inside the spaceship. He turns to the camera and he goes, Do you know what my favorite genre of music is? Because they're at October 7th. They're at the Firefly Festival, whatever the fuck it was called. He goes, my favorite genre of music is pop, and then the big thing pops, and that's when they all get sucked into space.
There is a version of that line that is good, and it's not that version.
Not that, yeah.
There was something you could have done there, but again, why does every script in Doctor Who feel like the first fucking draft ever? It's crazy. It's like it feels like
this is the first ever episode of Doctor Who written by a trans woman. Okay, don't be a bigot.
Yeah, and to be honest, I believed before, but more than ever, I now believe that trans women are truly women, because only a woman could be this disrespectful to gay men, as is done in this show. Like, in this episode, I've never seen gay men treated so fucking poorly as characters. They are embarrassing. They're fucking, oh my god, wait, hold on, there's also, sorry, I just saw the next line of my fucking notes. After the October 7th attack, the lady who runs the show turns around and says, "You're monsters," to like the guy, and the guy says, "That's what people have said to me my whole life." Pause, and then he like looks at camera basically, and then goes, "You know, 'cause of my horns." Like, what is that line? What is that? What, like, 'cause of my horns? That's it? You're a monster. Yeah, people say that.
Implying it's like I've become Hamas because people called me Hamas.
Yeah, literally. Imagine you ask that, and someone's just like, "'Cause of the color of my skin." Yeah. And then they just kind of like smug gurn at you. Like, it's so fucked. It's so fucked, dude. I wrote I'm going to kill myself about 4 times, and this is the first time it crops up.
Doctor Who, David Tennant Doctor Who is good. It's just this most recent season, on average, has been pretty good, but there's been 2 absolute stinkers, and this is the second one, and it's crazy. This episode to me is politically crazy because it's pissed off everyone.
We'll do the poll. I think we'll have to unpack the politics at the end. Let me get through the media frustrations I have. Okay, so there's a lot that goes wrong at this point. We get a random couple of gay guys become important characters for some reason. I know nothing about them. I don't care about them, but they're an interracial gay couple, I guess. Yep. One of them starts like hacking the mainframe, literally like is like hacking into the software. Yeah. And he looks at the camera pans in, and this is the most annoying thing about modern Doctor Who, is that they explain everything that's happening 3 times because you're retarded, and only a retard would continue watching Doctor Who at this point. So they're right. But still, it's very frustrating to watch. Yeah, so the camera zooms in and you see all of this green software getting rewritten into red software. And then the camera stares at it for a couple seconds, and then there's a beat and everyone's looking around and someone goes, "What's happening?" And the guy looks at the camera basically. When I say looks at the camera, I mean they want to look at the camera, but that would be too on the nose. So it's everything but looking at the camera. They look at the audience and they say, "The software's rewriting everything." And then he looks at the camera again, "But what for?" And then we cut away. That's it. That's the what, dude? This is literally your first draft.
I wonder if it's got anything to do with that terrorist attack we just seen.
With the terrorist attack we just saw. It's like we just saw a man kill 100,000 people, and now the big dramatic moment is, some software's being rewritten. Odd. What could this be? Like, is this maybe part of the terrorist attack? Yeah, fucking. Anyway, that's the second time I wrote I'm gonna kill myself. This next critique...
Sorry.
Yeah,
Salvador in chat, you're saying Doctor Who's woke and pushes political narratives? Doctor Who's always done that. Just for some reason, the politics on this episode are fucking cooked. It's fucking... It betrays the entire 60-year legacy of the show. It's weird.
There's no position that it actually represents in any meaningful sense. Yeah. It gets every position wrong.
It's just ambiguous enough to say nothing while still offending everyone.
You cannot invent an ideology that this episode supports in some meaningful way. There's no such thing. You cannot construct it artificially. There's no way. There's no sense to anything. It's just it's universally offensive purely by accident. It's horrific. It's a fucking... No, do not watch Doctor Who. Look, I stopped watching soon into the Matt Smith era, okay? Christopher Eccleston, Tom Baker, John Pertwee, and David Tennant. You don't need to watch anything else. Just watch some of those guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters.
It's all good for different reasons.
Nope, it's all bad. This is absolutely fucked. I was joking about this sounding like weirdo right wingers. I am a fascist. Okay, I'm a Fuentes fan. Okay, sorry, Loaderboxer. Wait. Loaderboxer should love me, right? I'm an evil.
No, you gotta pretend you're the opposite.
I gotta pretend. I'm like, oh, sorry, yeah. I hate Israel. But
I disavow the Hellions attack on the Interstellar Song Contest.
There you go. Dregism? Yeah, Dregism. You got me. You got my fucking number. Fuck you. Okay, so speaking of explaining something 3 times before doing it.
Yes.
So first we see the Doctor swim through space, which is impossible. I know Reddit. I know that's Reddit. I know I'm being Reddit, but still, it's a show about space. I've never seen Doctor Who disrespect like the laws of physics in such an obvious way. He swam
dude, it happens
through
all
nothing.
the time. Happens all the time.
No, he doesn't swim through space. He doesn't swim through space.
He has many times.
He swam through space many times.
There's a bit
That's
where
not true.
Matt Smith hangs Amy Pond out by her foot out of the TARDIS door. No, it was the first episode of Matt Smith. Don't even fucking pretend. First episode.
Okay.
Actually, second episode. Tell a lie. Second episode.
Well, that's fine because there's like there's enough wibbly wobbliness with the TARDIS that you could maybe suggest the protection field is still.
Well, the TARDIS was sucked out in the force field as well, so you could argue the TARDIS was
No, that's bullshit. He's nowhere near the TARDIS. That's so silly. Otherwise, it would encompass all 100,000 people. Because he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Don't be. You're coping. Anyway.
I know. I'm just saying. There's no way of knowing. There's no fucking logic.
So anyway, so he swims towards a confetti cannon, and then we cut to a guy on the ground. He looks up at Doctor Who swimming towards a confetti cannon. We cut to the confetti cannon. We cut to the guy on the ground. He says he's not seriously going to use a confetti cannon to fly through space. We cut to Doctor Who. He then flies through space on the confetti cannon. He then hits the ground in the space station. He wakes up, and the first thing he says is, "Did I just fly through space on a confetti cannon?" Why did you have to say the same thing? Are you filling for time? Why? Well, you say, is he gonna do X?
You cut out the most offensive part of that interaction, right?
No, I was about to.
Okay.
Because then he says, "Did I just fly through space on a confetti cannon?" And they go, "Yeah." And he looks at the camera and goes, "Camp."
And it's like, Doctor Who is camp, undeniably so, right? It is the campiest fucking show that's ever been on television, right? There's a reason it's got such a big gay fan base or whatever the hell. But to outwardly be like, I'm being camp right now, is so weird and is not camp.
This is the can I oh god, I can't say the F slur. This is the F slurification of Doctor Who. Okay,
no, it's always been there. This is just a bad rightification.
Wiz, listen to me. Doctor Who has always been gay, but this has turned Doctor Who into an F slur. I'm sorry. That's the difference. It went from
like mask gay to femme gay. That's all it is.
No, it went from good gay to bad gay. It went from gay neutral to bad gay.
Oh.
No. Okay, all right. Okay, very good.
Thank you.
But like, it is offensive. It is offensive, like how bad gay this is. It is unpleasant. It is like I am watching a parody made by The Quartering. It's crazy. I cannot. No, it's not even like femme gay. Like the femme gay is a bit annoying. I don't mind the femme gay. The problem is that it's so. I don't have a word for it other than the slur. What's the non-offensive way to describe the situation, Wiz? It's not femme gay. It's deeper than that. The F slur is French. What?
Well, I don't know. It's just like
stereotypical.
It's stereotypical. It's like stereotypical ideas of what gay is. You know.
Are these guys seriously complaining?
But there's other episodes all shitty.
No. There's no drag queen. No.
There's no drag queen in Doctor Who.
His character. He's
just a gay guy.
I don't give a fuck about drag. I'm fine with Look, my favorite episode of Doom Patrol is the drag queen episode. That is like the best episode of that fucking show. That is peak fucking television. It's incredibly good. Okay, I don't give a shit about that. My problem is John Pertwee was the gayest Doctor. Yeah, but he was like old world gay. You know, he was fucking a 14-year-old cowboy gay. Yeah, had a wife gay. Fucking 14-year-old boys in like the tennis locker room gay. You know, that the old Greek style of gay.
Pertwee wasn't pedo gay.
No, that is old world gay.
He was charming gentleman gay that had a best friend for like 40 years. You know?
No, he's not soldier gay. No, he's fucking
he's not soldier gay. He's like gentleman dandy has a dandy friend for 40
soldier
years.
Gay. That's writing letters to each other expressing your love secretly. That's soldier gay. Which season of Doctor Who?
The most recent one, today's episode or yesterday's episode.
The latest episode, the one that came out literally like a day or two ago. Yeah.
But what was I saying? But there's other episodes of this season.
Old World Gay goes hard. Fuck you.
Shut up.
Old World Gay is good. Sorry.
There is other episodes of Shooty's Run that give a very good nuanced gay portrayal. It's just for some reason in this episode, it's reduced to weird token lines, you know?
I liked Jack Harkness's representation of gay. I liked David Tennant's representation
I like
of gay.
Shooty's representation of gay most of the time. Just in this episode, it was really weird. You haven't seen any of it, you idiot.
I think he's a bad actor. I think he is evil for participating in this evil.
Also, Captain Jack is bisexual, not gay. Don't erase him, bro. He kissed Rose and the Doctor, idiot.
You're right. Yeah, but the kiss with the Doctor was a little bit more real. They were both.
He's
fine
canonically
kisses,
pansexual if you want to fucking talk about it that way.
I agree. I know. Fine. I'm sorry that I raised your fucking bidle. Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus. I didn't mean to Jack Moggy. Okay, that's my bad. I'm sorry. But my point is that the show has historically represented, gayness like fairly decently. I think I've been happy enough with the representations.
Yes, it always has.
This is shit. This makes gay people look stupid and annoying in the worst ways that only a white woman.
That's what I find so strange about it, because it's written by a trans woman. That's why I find it so jarring. I'm like, surely
that makes sense. Women are evil about gay men. Do you not know this? Women's perception of gay men is so fucking weird. It's
different. Trans women will know gay men. You know, maybe that's an assumption of mine, a bias.
And if trans women are real women, which I believe they are, they will be exactly as bigoted towards gay men as real women are. Okay, that's my thinking. All right, the trans and the gay, they are very distinct, especially in this country, right? Like the fucking radical, the radfems, the fucking gender criticals are all fucking gay. They hate trans people, and vice versa. There's like a mutual disdain between the groups. I think these
thoughts
are separate
on taco?
systems.
Do you mean the food or the wrapper?
I do like tacos. I had them a couple nights ago. Actually, they were really good. They were like sweet potato with some like vegan chicken stuff I made. It was great.
No, Owen in Torchwood was gay. He wept like a fucking baby when he thought Jack was dead. He wanted to fuck the tits off Jack.
Maybe it was like a daddy thing. Maybe he. Well, I guess it's still gay.
He loved him. He was in love with him.
Okay,
he just
I
couldn't come to terms with it.
I think trans women just write gay men in a way that's far more offensive to straight men than any other writers. I think women write gay men badly. This is a universal constant. Women do not write gay men well. This never happens. Women have such a fucked brain perception about gay men. It's crazy. You will never see worse bigotry on every media thing I've seen written by a woman that includes gay men in it. I'm not gonna give you any examples.
Alright.
I'm lazy. This is an intuitive position, okay?
Sorry, let's get on with the episode. Before you get stun locked.
Sorry, anyway.
The Doctor's gay.
Sorry, you're right. So, okay, alright. So we've got this race of people who have horns, okay? They're very sad. They've been people have been rude to them. They're being discriminated against. And then they start giving us a little bit of like exposition. Wiz, do you mind pulling this picture up, just so I can make my point clearly? Because this really made me angry. This really pissed me off.
Okay.
Okay, so this happens. The confetti cannon thing happens. The camp thing happens. Okay, and then as they're like we cut to the other group, who the Doctor and his companion, whoever the fuck, she's boring and annoying.
Belinda Chandra. God, do you know what her directions were for the season? The only thing she was told about her character was she's in her 30s and is fun.
That's fucking awesome, and I can see it. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. That reveals so much to me. Thank you. That's really important context. That makes so much sense. I am more forgiving of her than I am of Ncuti Gatwa. I am more forgiving of her. And you call that a bigotry of low expectations, higher standards for men than women. Sure. I think she didn't know what she was supposed to do in that situation. Gatwa should have known better. Holy fuck. Anyway. So they say, so anyway, they give some exposition, right? They're like, the Hellions are like an evil witchcraft cannibalist race. And then she turns around, this lady, I wrote her down in my notes as lady with tall horn-hiding hair. She looks at the camera and says, actually, the Hellions are misunderstood. And then they go, I think the Hellions are cannibals. And then we cut to her face and she looks down upset. And then we cut back to him, and he's like, And then we cut back to her face, and we get a triple take of her being upset and disgruntled. So the lady with horn-hiding hair thinks that the Hellions are misunderstood.
Yep.
Moving on.
Only character that thinks this, by the way.
Yeah, only character that has any opinions in the positive about the Hellions, okay? Is the lady with the horn-hiding hair. Okay, great. This does not have any concerning implications for representation or advocacy. Moving on. We then get to the part where Doctor Who decides to, he just like wins. This is another thing I hate. I know you're going to say this has always been the case. I don't think it's true. More than ever, they've given up on there being any kind of tension or stakes or whatever. It is truly just Doctor Who walking around with an instant win button in every episode. He may as well be, like, Rick and Morty did the meme of, like, Rick just has an instant win button for every situation. But the joke is that he's so bored of it that he makes it into a funny thing for his own minor amusement. You know, he turns a guy into a snake or whatever, right? That's the big
thing as well, and I think this is a big problem of this era of Doctor Who, is because it's got the bigger Disney budget, it focuses more on spectacular set pieces than dialogue and writing. So we see a lot more of these action set pieces and these quick camera cuts where he's just absolutely breezing through obstacles and flying through space and doing X, Y, and Z thing because they want to use the budget they're given. And it takes away from the Doctor's real strengths and feats, which is the power of persuasion, conversation, outwitting and outsmarting people.
He's a detective! He's meant to be a detective!
Yeah, basically.
Fuck, man! He's meant to be like a little fucking Poirot
like
Columbo guy!
An enlightened detective, you know?
He's not supposed to know everything. The reason I like
he
the old John
solves the
Pertwee
mystery
stuff
of
is
each episode, you know?
He spends three in the old ones. John Pertwee would Tom Baker would spend ages trying to solve the mystery. They would be trying to figure out.
Well, that's the core. All the good Doctor Who episodes have a mystery, and that is essential to them. You know?
Yeah. The fun of Sherlock Holmes, not the fucking show, but whatever, is like watching a guy who knows way more than you about detectiving do detective work. He looks at someone's shoes or whatever, and you don't know what he's thinking about until he explains it. The fun of Doctor Who is watching a guy who knows way more about the grand wide universe and all of the cool things
he's got an enlightened perspective.
Exactly, and so he knows, like, oh, this is the sign of this kind of alien, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like
he jumps up and down and goes like, "Oh, the gravity fields of this is like 0.5 stronger than Earth," you know. But it's not knowledge that like solves the problem instantly, you know.
But you're right. But exactly,
he's always trying to encounter new
like,
things to challenge him because he's bored, you know.
Yes, yeah, and also like when he does the thing, it's like, oh, if I had that knowledge, I would have been able to do what he just did, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's just he's got the magic win button, or he tinkers with a fucking thing, and then suddenly everyone's head explodes instantly.
That comes down to a divorce from writing and a prioritization of set pieces. It's what happened with the Marvel movies.
Absolutely, I guess, but I think the Marvel movies
and Star Wars.
The Marvel movies had a kind of cycle of like expansion and contraction in terms of them getting too annoying and then the writers within the Marvel structure realizing that and then bringing things back down and then expanded into being too annoying and then bring it back down. Like I haven't seen Thunderbolts, but I imagine it's probably
apparently
them.
That's supposed to be good.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's clearly a contraction back down to low stakes. People are less powerful. Things are kind of a bit more chill. It's a bit more like whatever. That's the whole vibe. That's the whole like. I think that's how Marvel was meant to work, right? Expands until it like comic books. It's like comic books. Comic books would expand and expand and expand until they break, and then they do a universe reset, and then they go back to square one, and they expand. Like that's how that. I guess I don't know if that's how it should work, but that's how it's always worked. And it is kind of a sustainable.
That's
model.
what this era of Doctor Who was supposed to be, a reset.
Yeah, but it was shit from minute one. It's been fucking trash every second I've watched it. It's been fucking awful. I hate it.
Well, I have showed you the two worst episodes.
I think I might have seen one more when Shooting Gatwa first started. I might have seen like I probably skipped out in the first 20 minutes because I'm racist and bigoted. Okay, so anyway, Doctor Who. Truly, there is nothing that happens except that Doctor Who. Oh, that's the annoying thing. He speaks to him on a fucking Zoom call, right? Yep. He speaks to the bad guy on a Zoom call, and he says randomly, right? This is a man who's lived like fucking infinite lives, who has lived through genocides, has done genocides himself,
has committed genocides on his own people.
Has committed genocides
on his own people.
He stands there. Yeah, on his own people. Yeah, he stands there staring at this like kid, this child. The guy's called Kid. He is basically a 22-year-old freedom fighter, and he says, "I will stand and watch you freeze to death, darling." And so it's like, okay, this is meant to be his like serious epic moment where like the Doctor Who like locks in, right? There's been some fun lock-ins over Doctor Who history. Christopher Eccleston, master of the lock-in. David Tennant,
why did you just die? Remember that?
Yeah. Excellent. David Tennant has some good fucking lock-ins.
Yep.
I will even say I hated Matt Smith. Matt Smith had the occasional good lock-in.
He's got excellent lock-ins because he's so fucking whimsical 90% of the time that when he does get serious, you're like, oh fuck. You know?
Yeah, and I have more retroactive respect for Matt Smith now that I've seen him in
Capaldi's the absolute
House
king of
Dragons.
lock-ins because he doesn't unlock
Capaldi is all lock-in all the time. That's why I like him. I have seen a fair bit of Capaldi Doctor Who sporadically, like bits and pieces, because I am Capaldi's biggest simp. I will die for that man. I love him.
Yep.
He's the only one I ever got an autograph from.
My favorite Doctor.
That's how big of a fan I am. I love Capaldi. Hard top. What's it called? Fuck. Hard shoulder. No, whatever the fuck that.
Hard top.
Hard top. No shoulder or something like that.
Have you caught gainers? What's going on?
No, it's Capaldi's like my favorite movie. What is it? Hard top, no shoulder. It's so funny. Hold on, what's it called? It's a great movie.
Capaldi
anyway,
so much. He's a hard
top. It's soft top, hard shoulder, as in soft top convertible, hard shoulder on the motorway. Yeah, it's a great movie. Anyway, but I swear to God, Shooty Gatwa cannot lock in. He does not have a lock in. Are you going to claim otherwise? He does not have a lock in. He fails at the lock in.
His lock-ins are usually
shit,
more.
Dude.
No. Okay, let me finish my point. Okay.
I'm angry.
The way he locks in
really
is usually breaking down, and that I don't think that works.
It's
because it cries like every episode, and it kind of is terrible. Think of it as incredible.
Here's the thing. So yeah, think of it as obviously a masterpiece. Okay, so he does this lock-in. He does the Doctor Who lock-in for like 10 seconds, and then literally one fucking scene later, like 1 second later, he is then doing Doctor Who mumbo jumbo. Right? He's like tinkering with something. And when you lock in as Doctor Who, the next scene should not be you unlocked in, being, I wrote down, being incredibly gay and lame and pathetic. Why is he still autistically mumbling technobabble to himself? Like, when Eccleston and Tennant locked in, they were fucking violent warriors.
They went like silent.
They went silent.
You know, the jokes were
He's
over.
like, if I connect this, I do this, and then that, and then that. You, I love you. You can help me.
Do you know what baffles
Help
me?
me with that. Fucking sucks, dude.
But that Capaldi and Tennant was both written and like sort of produced and directed by the same guy that does the show now. And I don't understand
the man's had a head
why
injury.
It's. I don't know why it's so vastly different. Like it confuses me.
I know why. He fell off a Limebike, bro. It's the only. He fell off a fucking Limebike. No helmet. Hit his head. The show's been ruined ever since.
Yeah, it's a writing issue.
Oh my
but
God.
It's the same writer. That's what baffles me.
Yeah.
And I think it really is. They've gotten too carried up with the clean, squeaky clean, very nice, creamy budget, you know? That has to have these incredible set pieces, big dramatic tension moments with big, visually interesting resolves instead of like actual core mystery solving. Because it's hard to write mysteries. It's a lot more difficult to write a good mystery than it is like an episode of Doctor Who like this, you know, like an action-packed story.
Yeah, you know what it does? It feels to me like the equivalent of someone who's become reliant on ChatGPT for writing stuff for them. Like they've gone to the lazy defaults for everything.
No, this is lazy in a human way.
Wait, let me explain.
It's
Let me explain. I'm saying it's the equivalent. Let me explain. I'm saying it's the equivalent. The equivalent is they've been given the budget to, as you say, do all the clean, nice set stuff, and so they just lean on that instead of having to write anything. Like it's the easiest way to avoid having to like put any effort into actually coming up with something. So they just come up with, as you say, the set pieces. Pondscum Bros, you should convince Lonerbox to play Hoonie Pop 2 on stream.
He'll never play a video game. He doesn't play any video games.
I mean, if you donated that through the fish, I could guarantee you that I would do that. I would make it happen.
Yeah, for £20, I will message Lonerbox anything.
yeah, as many slurs as you like. Whatever position on Israel-Palestine you prefer. Yes, Oscar. Yes, you're coming along for the ride with us, buddy. Sorry. Capaldi was done dirty with the sonic sunglasses and electric guitar. I liked the guitar. I thought the guitar had a couple
He
of
had
elements,
the
right?
coolest fucking Sonic in season 10. Season 10 Capaldi is the best season of the show. Don't even start.
Okay, I haven't seen all of it, so I might have seen a couple episodes of it, but I don't remember anything from it. This is the problem: is that the best Doctor Who that's ever been is a 7 out of 10 for like other shows.
No, you're ridiculous.
Okay, well, I think I stopped watching it when I was
Season
a child,
10?
and
Incredible.
probably when I put away childish things, Doctor Who ceased to be a relevant piece of my life. Okay, I'm sorry.
You ever wondered why
Iggy
you're
Pop
still
2 is
so depressed?
I'm
If
not
it's a
depressed.
porn
I'm
game?
happier than you. I have a full life. I have a wife. You play at home alone with your little toys. You little man child with your gay roommate.
So what was your
with
next?
Your gay
What was your next point?
Okay. Anyway, right. So, what's really annoying is that the lady that he hangs out with. The lady that he hangs out with, the annoying, boring bitch, who I'm sure is a lovely person in real life and maybe is even capable of acting, but has been given absolutely nothing to work with here. She says something along the lines of, "That's not him," which is annoying because the last episode I watched before this, a few episodes earlier, she cackled when he stomped on her ex-boyfriend. He stamped on her ex-boyfriend until he fucking died forever, and then a little robot cleaned him up.
Yep.
She laughed when he stomped on her little dead ex-boyfriend, who he reversed into a fetus. He aborted. He antinataled. She laughed. Then a couple episodes later, she looks at him like, "That's not him." But what's the difference? He eradicated your ex-boyfriend from the timeline.
Yeah, it continues this weird trend because if you did watch the season, this comes across super strange because it's like a completely bipolar heel turn because he's not like this in other episodes. But the 2 episodes I've showed you, he's exactly like this, you know? He's
just a murderous maniac retard. Like there's no substance to his character. He's just like a weirdo. He's just like, he's the worst parody of what the Master was when he first came back in the new series. Like just gay. He's Moriarty somehow. Somehow he's just fucking Moriarty. He's just a gay maniac who kills people for like no reason and tortures people. So anyway, he tortures people. He says some really brutal shit, which is weird to like the minority stand-in character. A black guy tells like essentially a Palestinian child, "I have met so many versions of you. Your cold, filthy heart just likes to kill." Like what? What?
And it's
you
also
said that to a 20-year-old Palestinian
but
kid.
it's also weird projection as well because the Doctor's killed so many people, more people than this child could even imagine killing.
But so like it's so weird. It's so weird. And then he like does some like gay hologram thing where he's like, I figured out how to hack holograms to make them hard, like me, I'm hard now. And then he like tortures him. He says something along the lines of like, I'm going to do like 3 trillion people's worth
Well, no,
of
you forgot
damage
his
to
master plan. So what the Palestinian was trying to do was plug a box into the telly that would transmit a signal to every single person watching Eurovision, which is something like 30 trillion people, and kill them all instantly whilst they're watching Eurovision, because the company that runs Eurovision is sponsored by a company that destroyed his planet, did a genocide on him for the taste of honey or something.
For like honey flavoring, yeah. Basically, it's meant to be like essentially how corporations have benefited from. I guess I can't say what it's meant to be because they're retarded, but it seems like it's meant to be what corporations did to Palestine by exploiting Palestinian labor in order to benefit from the fact that, you know, they control work permits, or rather they have far more control over work
allegory,
permits.
a money-grubbing company is interesting as well.
Well, the corporations that work in Palestine or in Israel that use Palestinian labor, like they are Jewish companies because, you know, Palestinians aren't really.
Well, I know, but in this fictional scenario, wherever the fuck they've made.
It's not particularly clean, I'll give it that. I would say that's. I would say either that is sus or that is nuanced, but it's really it's just clumsy. Yeah, of course.
It's unintentional.
Yeah.
It's completely unintentional. It would be nuanced if it was clever, but it's not clever.
Yeah. So anyway, he uses this hologram glove to like start torturing the guy, and for a moment I got this like half a second spark of, could they do something interesting with this? A black man who is in a position of power is torturing a up and coming, you know, minority terrorist, and you know, a black dude is torturing whitey, and I thought, could they maybe do a thing of like anti-colonialism gone too far, like the cycle of violence? Maybe there's like something in that, maybe, you know, because he does have this like, the blackness thing has come up a couple of times, at least, you know, it came up in the last episode I saw, so I imagine it's a through thread somewhere in modern Doctor Who.
The last episode was about black people, so this one wasn't.
That makes sense.
That's literally how it works. Literally how it works. I'm so sorry.
No, I agree. That fully explains. Yeah, yes. Okay, thank you. That clears that up. So there's nothing to do with black people in this. That was purely just the Doctor randomly torturing a Palestinian child. Okay, cool. Excellent. Very confusing. I found it really weird that he basically said, like, a man who has an infinite lifespan, in the course of what seems to have been about 20 minutes, has gone, I am forever evil because of you. I have permanent ice in my heart because of a Palestinian child getting uppity. Like, he said, he literally looks at the camera and says, my character has been forever changed by this experience, and then continues torturing the child. It's so weird!
He's like, I'm just going to torture you to death because I think my friend's dead. Because he thinks his companion's been sucked into space, but she hasn't.
It's completely, it's completely insane. I wrote down, when I wrote down this, it says, if he says everyone lives, I will kill myself in a car bomb explosion at the BBC. And thankfully he didn't say everyone lives, so thank God, because that would have triggered me. I thought they were going to do an invoking...
Eccleston quote.
I know, I was scared they were going to ruin that moment by saying just this once everyone lives. I thought they were going to do the everyone lives line. Not just this once, but I thought he was going to say everyone lives, you know, like all happy at the end, you know, like a cheerful after his torture. After the if that happened, I would have lost my fucking mind. Oh, and then both gay dudes both say I'd do anything for you. Why are they immediately like
trying to fuck the Doctor?
Trying to fuck the Doctor? Like, that seems bigoted. That just seems to suggest to me that gay guys are like horny retards that have like no sense of anything. Like, they just saw a handsome dude and want to fuck him. That's it. Like, they literally, aren't they couples with each other?
Yeah,
they
they're
kind
a
of look
couple.
at each other and they're like, yeah, and they both go, I'd do anything for you. Like, both of the
other one
guys
goes like,
in
get
the
in
gay
line.
Yeah, right. Like, they
He
both
literally
want.
says,
They both want
get in line.
Yeah, this is the worst fucking
Like it's a
depiction
fucking
of gay men I've ever
Simpsons
seen.
joke, but old Simpsons.
Yeah. Also, I find it weird that, so they find a way, technobabble who no one cares, they find a way to save every single person in space, of course, no one dies, fucking cringe. One by one. And I noticed for some reason that they literally saved, and this is consistent, I am accurately describing this. They save everyone to the person in order of how famous they are. They go down the line from most famous celebrities, Ryland first, then the singer that we saw earlier, then the other Eurovision singers, then the people in the VIP booths, and then finally the crowd of masses who I guess since we can save them, we can. They literally save people in order of famousness. It's so weird. Like, there's just like
or
no
ticket price.
like, because it's like because think about it. It makes no sense, right? There's nothing that suggests that they're in some kind of position that would yield this result. There's nothing that suggests that, like, it's particularly difficult or not difficult to save. Like, 100,000 people all ended up in the same situation and are essentially equally difficult to save, yet somehow we save them in order of wealth and fame. So someone made that decision. Someone was standing there going, okay, now this one, okay, now that one, okay, now that one. Who was doing this? Was this the Doctor? The Doctor was like, save the famous people first?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I hate this show. I hate this fucking show. This show makes me violently, frustratingly angry, sick, ill, tummy hurts. It's very bad.
It was so weird.
Oh, no. Oh, it's happening, dude. It's happening. No.
Is it coming back? Oh, no.
I can't hold it in anymore, dude. Oh, god. Oh.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
That's my anger, dude. That's an anger, baby. That's a baby spawned from pure rage. That thing's gonna come out kicking and swinging. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me try and... Okay, alright. Lock it in. I'm doing Doctor Who lock-in. It's Doctor Who lock-in time. Yeah, this is the point where I wrote, you can tell trans women are women because only a real woman could write gay men this badly.
Nice.
Oh, and then at the end, Belinda does the Native American yelling, which I'm pretty sure we all decided wasn't okay a while ago. Now that's coming back. Did you see that?
Yeah, because that's a Eurovision thing. They did that in the Eurovision.
Is that a Eurovision thing? They do
Yep.
the...
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Never seen that. Okay, well, I trust you. That's crazy that we're okay with that now. Fine. I'm not woke. I don't care. I just think it's interesting. I thought that one. I thought we lost that one. I guess it's back. I'll just say I'm doing Eurovision. Great. Thank you.
Well, Belinda is Indian, dude.
That's shut up. That's not the same thing. You idiot. And then the last thing I wrote was a quote from I think Belinda, where she grabs Doctor Who and she says, "You're wonderful." After seeing his weird genocidal torture thing.
a genocide survivor.
Yeah, and
he
so
has a kill count of 0 because he saves all the victim.
Yeah, literally. So he's like, he stopped the terrorist attack and the torture was completely needless. He didn't need information. He didn't need anything.
But to be fair, that's kind of based. At least the show owns that it wasn't even under the guise of worthwhile,
I guess you're right. Yeah,
meaningful torture.
I think that's fair.
He was just doing it because he was fucking pissed.
Could you put this last image up, please? Because this is the one that triggered me. Ironically, this is the image that did me the fucking bro. This is a great quote. I managed to screenshot this. Okay, this is fucking nightmarish. You ready? He says, "I'm sorry. The death of 3 trillion people triggered me." That's his explanation for him torturing. But they didn't die. And also, him using trauma language to justify his incredibly evil torture is the most anti-trauma. This goes against. This is
zapping
this
boy,
conspiracy.
this child with electric rods, like cattle prods.
Oh my god, it's the guy from Sex Ed? I guess. I haven't seen Sex Ed. My wife likes it. I've never seen it, but she says it's good, so maybe she can vouch for Shooty, but yeah. Holy shit. It's Pondscum. The link, Oscar. Pondscum Pod. My god, brother. Jesus Christ. There you go. Thank you, sweetie. Love you. Yeah, the death of... I'm sorry. That's my new line. I'm sorry. Anytime I get mad, I'm sorry. The death of 3 trillion people triggered me. It's crazy. No one died. 0 people died. 1 kid got tortured. A Palestinian child was tortured by the doctor. 0 deaths. Insane.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. That's
so bizarre.
All right.
Well, the big resolution of the episode as well is after they save all these people, the doctor says, "All right, we've saved all these people, but there's a price to this." And very bravely, he allows the Palestinian woman to sing. And she sings a little song, and everyone cheers. Everyone cheers when she sings her little song. So the takeaway message is Palestinians shouldn't try to do October 7th. They should just sing about it.
They should sing. Sorry. Hair hiding horns lady. It turned out that her hair was hiding horns, and she's actually a Hellion who got her horns cut off. So she's hiding
her horns off.
Yeah. So now she wears hair over her horns to hide them. Which, coming back to that original thing where she was the only person who reacted with any distaste.
She got circumcision to hide.
Yeah. She literally. Yeah. She got her.
Oh, thanks for the follow. I forgot we had follow.
Thank you. For the Twitch follow, I forgot that too. Yeah, you know what would be great would be some money to go with this. That'd be wonderful. You make the fish talk. Well, we do this content for free, okay? All right, and we have bonus streams every week. By the way, YouTubers, you guys should subscribe and check us out. We do fun content like this. Wiz regularly does British media stuff. I do the kind of coverage you'd probably expect to see from Loaderbox. Video games and stream react stuff. We looked at Alexander Avila last week. We looked at some what else did we look at? Oh yeah, we looked at the Daily Wire collapse with Brett Cooper's interview. There's been some good stuff there. So if you like your stream politics content with a side order of cartoon, then give us a follow, give us a subscribe, give us a like. Okay, they really help the channel. We're a little community of artists, all right? We're little guys. We got Oscar on the drums in the back there. He's drawing everything. We got Wiz. He does something sometimes. I don't know. I do all the work for the stream.
I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, you should give us a follow. You should come hang out.
Okay? Where are we?
We got a lovely Discord, lovely community filled with schizos. If you're bored of arguing with people in Loaderbox because they seem to all be liberals or Israel or Palestine people and they don't give a shit about anything else, come hang out. We talk about politics stuff. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's
Israel Palestine's about to end, so you'll need
crazies.
something new to sink your teeth into.
You need something new. You need if you want to go to a server where the entire server is basically gay baby jail, then come hang out. Okay, it's a good time. We got some real freaks in there, but also some cool people. It's where some cool loner boxers have gone to hide in the aftermath of Israel Palestine. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep. Enjoy the ads, fuckers.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah, fucking awful. Minge
Rose,
wanker,
when
cunt
Rose comes
cock,
back,
yeah.
she's super weird because Billie Piper has admitted she forgot how Rose was. So when she returns in season 4, she's like, "What the fuck?"
I am in love with Billie Piper. Like, not in a crush sense. She's just such a. She's a great actor. She's such a funny person. I love her. Everything I've ever seen her in has made me glad that she was. She was the first companion back. She was great. She was fucking awesome.
Oh man,
what a hero. Oh, I know why I liked her. It's because she was a good fucking class representation. She kind of brought in the working class instead of the
Despite
weird
being
attempts at it.
Very upper class, if you know anything about.
Of course she is, yeah.
Billie
But she
Piper.
represented it well. She played Chav quite well. I can't, you know, can't fight for that. If poor people can play rich people, you know.
Yeah.
If blacks can play whites, we'd live in harmony forever.
Are we done with Doctor Who?
Is playing a white man, a white gay man. Are we? I thought you wanted to yap about. Well, I feel bad because every time we do a Doctor Who segment, it is just me railing about it, barely letting you get a word in edgewise. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, fine. Then yeah, that was fucking terrible. Oh, there was one last thing, which is that it's a bit weird that the. Sorry. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Fuck it.
No. Continue.
Unless if it. Okay, well, you can put the death clock on because they haven't given us enough money to keep the show going. All right, fine. I think it's weird that the only person that seemed to care at all about the Hellions turned out to secretly be a Hellion, which implies that
only
the only people
care.
who would. Yeah, only Palestinians would care, and if someone cares
They just have
about
to pull
it,
themselves
and
up
it's
their
not clear,
bootstraps.
Yeah. But the idea seems to imply that which seems more anti-Jew than anything. It's like the only person who would care about an issue affecting a minority group would be a secret member of that minority group.
Yep.
Is very weirdly anti-Semitic. It's like what?
A circumcised
Are you a
Arab.
Jew? Yeah, literally. Yeah, like are you a bleach face Palestinian? Are you a Jew with a nose job? Like what have you done to hide your allegiance to this minority group? It's very fucking weird. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, that's the worst fucking show. I hate it. I'm very upset. I'm very mad. Very unhappy.
Yeah, we tried our best. We did our thing. But yeah, we're currently entering a problem. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Are you trying to
Oh
dead
my
timer us out? I
god.
see. Okay. I see
Oh
what's
my
happening.
Matrix.
You're doing a bit.
Oh my
You're doing a
god.
bit.
What's going
I see
on
what you're doing a
here?
bit.
Oh
You're doing a
shit.
bit, huh?
Whoa, fuck. It's
okay, he's doing a bit.
shit.
He's doing a bit.
Oh,
Look out,
we're
everyone, he's
cutting
doing a
out.
bit.
We're cutting out. I'm going into a
we're going into a